Okay, we're here live. Maybe we're in color. That's for sure. Thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show broadcast here on. How do you lose the forward when you do that?
Lose what?
Bo, 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 bo,
Bo 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 bo.
and join us.
Oh,
Hey, Dave.
yes, sir.
Why did you put in a request because Bo's still on the show that you needed more money?
Well, that's because Bo's a pain.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out there. I saw
that, and I like bourbon.
I approved the request, so
I thought it was because I was so popular that you felt like they're being connected to me. What was the difference?
That's true too. Yeah.
Right.
That and I gotta pay to keep these copyrights on Boo,
And
so you don't try to steal it.
and out
buddy, that is like
and out of trouble.
I want that. I want to be a Boo, and you know what I found out? My nephew Brian is a Boo.
Oh no, can't be.
Oh,
There
wow.
can only be one Boo.
I went,
Wow.
what's the deal here?
How did he earn that? I don't
Well,
know
you
how
know
I
what?
earned it.
It's actually his mom was calling him Boo when he was a baby. And
Okay.
he just gave my mom her 57th grandchild Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
And they showed up and said, Boo had a baby, another baby. And I was like, wait a minute, no. Wait a minute, Dave's Boo. Oh, we got two Boos now.
Boo boo.
But I want to be a
So
Boo.
when you have all those babies, when do you have time to work or do anything?
Man, I got to tell you what,
That's a
my
good
brothers
question.
and sisters, they need to stop having these babies so we get to know each other.
One of them needs to get spayed or neutered, something like that.
I'm telling you, it's
Or
like,
both.
it doesn't stop. I'm going, guys.
Yeah.
Can we just get to know each other for a little while before we keep spitting out these kiddos?
Has anybody actually told them what the problem is? Like, do
It's
they
not
really?
a problem. It's a habit.
Yeah, that too.
An
Boy,
interesting habit to have.
no joke. So how was your week?
It was good. Everything was good.
Well, we're here. We're live on social media, just so you'll know. So
Okay.
you'll be.
So I don't say anything I don't want to. Yeah.
that you normally might say.
Yeah. Okay.
Boo. But we're here live, getting ready to go on the radio, everybody, here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. Be sure and like and share. Billy Taylor, good morning. Thanks, everybody, for
Good morning, Billy.
turning in and tuning in. We're going to be after it this morning. And we had some, did you get some rainstorms last night, during the night?
I did about 2:00 in the morning. I heard thunder and it woke me up. There's only one big loud clap and then it stopped doing that.
Yeah, I had that, but it rained for a while in my place.
It did rain for a while. I don't know how long, but it rained a good amount because all my rain barrels are nice and full this morning.
Oh, there you go. Well, like Kurt said, we need it because about a month or two we'll be begging for it.
Well, there's no, yeah. I was talking to Greg, my coworker up here, and he was like, "I want to see the sunshine." I said, "Well, I do too, but I'm scared of what's going to happen when we do."
Yeah, good point. Yeah, because it gets, well, even yesterday when I was mowing, it was a little warm out there. So
Yeah, it was warm yesterday. I think it's so muggy right now.
yeah,
It's like a sauna or something.
yeah, the humidity was up. But I was in Houston all last week or this past week, and man, if you want to talk about humidity,
You ain't seen nothing yet. Your son's going to be a beanpole if he doesn't have a lot of protein just going 5 minutes to work, walking from the parking lot to the building.
yeah, humidity.
He's going to sweat it all out.
Yeah, my buddy Raymond Burnett, who I grew up with, lived down there, and I'd go down and we'd walk around, and you just couldn't. I went to a car show, and I was drenched halfway through the car show. I'm like, how do you people freaking live here? But and it's weird. Then you get down to the coast, it's different because you got that breeze coming off the ocean, but
Yeah.
boy,
Well, Houston gets a little bit of it, but it's not enough to, really change it. But there's a lot of buildings there. Houston is twice as big as Dallas. I mean, there's 7 over 7 million people in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and there's over 7 million people just in Houston.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the traffic.
Well, I just saw an article where Fort Worth has gotten they're up to a new level. I forget how many million, but it's gone up.
Well, there are a lot of people are moving to the
Tarrant County is blowing up.
Fort Worth is growing big.
Yeah.
Morning, Billy Taylor, Michael Person. Good morning. He drive a new vehicle,
Really good.
brand new Mazda. Yeah, he is.
How about that?
I wonder if he'll let you and I take a road trip in it.
I'd take a road trip in it if he'd let us. I saw where I said that to you about that big, huge burger.
Yeah.
You see that sucker?
Yeah. Well, you know, they had a place called Judge Beans.
I remember
Judge
that.
Beans had a
I remember
5-pound
that place.
burger. So my buddy said, hey, can you finish it? Let's go do it. Because I did the 72-ounce steak.
Right.
And we get there and they cut this thing into 4s and it's ginormous. And so, man, I knock out half of it and you had an hour to finish in no time at all. It wasn't that I couldn't finish it. My freaking jaw hurt so bad
From chewing on the sucker.
from chewing it. And the guy goes, you screwed up. You should have been not taking bites like a burger, but he
Right.
broke it down more.
Right.
And anyway, I got 3/4 done in no time. And I'm telling you what, I was getting lockjaw from taking these big bites. And I should have taken it in half, which I didn't. But
And more like just swallowing it instead of chewing it.
yeah, I saw that. Well, no, it's just taking the big bites.
Yeah, I got you.
Versus using a half the bun in the meat
Right.
and then half the bun in the meat. And I kind of messed things up. But yeah, I think that burger back then, it was expensive. It was like $30.
Really?
You had to pay. Now it'd be, I don't know what that burger is, $50-$60.
That one I sent you?
It's up in McKinney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a buddy. Him and
Probably at
him and
least
his
that.
brother went up and ate it.
That thing is
It's
huge.
ginormous. What we need to do is get 2 more guys
We go do it.
and
we'll
there and eat
bring
it.
Cisco Dave with us.
Dave, you like burgers?
Fisco.
I love burgers. There's a place in San Antonio called Mark's Landing, and they have like a really big burger that you can try to eat.
We just think this burger.
Yeah.
We would all be eating 1.5 pounds.
Boy, it'd be rough for me, but I would sure enjoy trying to do it.
I'd give that a shot.
Well, 1.25 pounds apiece. I mean, that's a big hunk of.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I think I could do it because I went to a barbecue place over in Fort Worth and I had ate just one. It's called a Gunslinger and it's got all different meats on there.
Yeah.
And then it's 1 pound of meat. And I ate that thing and I ate all my fries. And my coworkers at the time dared me to eat another one. And they said, we bet you can't do it. And then they all hated me. They go, you skinny people.
You must have been at the ticket at the time.
I ate it.
Yeah, I had
No,
the
I wasn't. I
Gunslinger
got out
down
of
in
this business
Austin.
for a little bit.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, it had the turkey, the beef, the pork. It had all these meats on it, and it was 1 pound. And I ate it. Man, I was like
Hurting.
I was miserable after doing it.
Well,
a good miserable.
yeah.
Yes, it was a good miserable.
We need to. We'll look that up, and we need one more person. We need somebody like Graham though to come so he could help eat our portion.
Yeah, there's somebody out there that can join it, but you got to be able to come eat at least 1/4 of a 5-pound burger. So
Good morning, Billy Taylor. Good morning, Ralph Paul. Good morning, Michael Person. He said, "Let's go," but no Houston. Houston, we got a problem.
Yeah.
There's too many people and traffic.
I remember when I can't remember what the inner circle was, 610,
Yes.
and then they built the bigger one around it where you could just get on 610 and
Well, it's called the Sam Houston Parkway, I think.
yeah, it goes around the whole city.
Yeah, just
where
like-
610 is closer in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he lives in the West Chase, called the West Chase area, which is the west side of Fort Worth. Very affluent area, but still, it's just crazy there.
Yeah, my friend moved into the Woodlands
Oh, yeah, that's
and
nice.
beautiful area.
But that's in real north of Houston now.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah, we went into Houston. His daughter worked at a real nice restaurant inside, and yeah, we used to go down there a bunch. But it's like every year it seemed more humid. I don't know why. I guess it's just such a shock coming from here to there.
I think because of all the buildings they built, it's like it sucks the humidity out. You just get the heat, and the buildings create heat. The concrete creates heat. So I think that has a lot to do with it. I could be wrong, but it seems like it's logical. But we're here live here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on the Facebook page and Shifting Gears too. You might be following it there. And
Michael sent me a picture of his new vehicle, one of my favorite colors.
Purple?
It said, no, they don't make purple, but it's a nice looking rig.
What was it? What did you get?
Here, let me show you. Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. He took his time. He was smart about it, where he had somebody who was able to buy his vehicle.
There you go. That's what we're here for, to help,
Got all the message you hear, but not the picture of your vehicle.
Trained.
What the heck? I had it right here.
Helping people figure those things out. That's what we're here for every Saturday.
All right, Michael, send me that picture of your new vehicle so we can look at it.
What is it?
Well, you have to wait and see. Don't let the suspense kill you.
I'm dying here.
Yeah, he worked with my buddy Dave Marvin, who owns a dealership, and worked out real good.
Super.
Yep. Had a big week this week. I've never gotten so many emails and text messages. And wait till you hear the numbers, what we saved the consumer this week. Freaking unbelievable. Last 2 weeks, it is just.
Did you
a buddy
see?
of mine goes, "There's no way." I went, "Okay, well, I don't care whether you believe me or not. It's a proof in the pudding."
Do you see my super ride out there?
Yeah. You need to lift the back end up.
I'm gonna
put some thrusters on it.
I'm gonna put those big, wide, small tires on it where they stick out about
and turn in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put the thing.
Yeah, and on the back, just put thumper.
No, I got to get it.
Get a tall spoiler too on the back.
Yeah,
of it.
big spoiler.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna steal one of those Mercedes emblems.
Oh yeah.
And put it on the front. It's gonna be bigger than the car. But I got to
put the Jaguar on the hood and the big emblem on the back. Yeah. Mercedes on the back.
I like that idea.
And then figure out what you can call it. Kind of like a Tiguan.
Yeah, there you go. We'll figure it out. We'll name it. We'll get the name on it, and then I'll have it. What do you call it when they shrink wrap it?
That's right.
Color, all this crazy color. We'll shrink wrap it and put the Automotive Edge Radio Show on it. I'll drive around town all over the place. But I got to get it. The windows tinted Wednesday. I go in there and get that done, and it's a simple vehicle, but I like it.
And you got to meet Drayton. Cool kid.
Very cool kid. Very cool. Very nice.
Yeah, he calls me and he goes, "Hey, you anybody looking for a Toyota?" I said, "Well, this is your lucky phone call." He said, "Why?" I said, "My co-host needs a Corolla," and hooked him up. And then another listener went over and bought a 4Runner.
Cool.
Yep.
Michael said he's resent it. I don't know if he sent it text-wise.
All right, let's see what we got here.
See what the drum roll, please. Do we have a drum roll? You don't have a button as a drum roll? Come on.
I do not.
We need one of the things like the ticket used to have.
This is what you're going to like. Look at this.
Ooh, baby.
Yes, sir.
That is one hot-looking vehicle.
That color is one of my favorites.
Very rich.
Yeah, it's got that deep, almost like a Cabernet wine.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the wheels.
Beautiful. Way to go,
I knew
Michael.
Bo would like that.
Love it.
Yeah, we need to borrow that or you can go with us, Mike, as long as Bo and I get to drive a little bit. Well, I don't know that you want Bo to drive, but
yeah,
that's a good looking rig.
Very nice.
And
yeah,
then,
we see it.
See,
Michael.
the thing too is that what he did was he got the windows tinted, and
yeah,
it just makes that thing pop with all the black on.
Yes, love it.
See, now I could do black wheels with that color.
Yeah. Well, you're coming around to the black.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
But see,
you got it on your car.
No, I don't.
Oh boy, we go through this every week. Every week.
My wheels are graphite metallic. They are not.
Okay, what
black.
is the difference? It looks black.
Let me back that out, and the sun hits it, and it is a metallic gray. It's not black.
If I bet you that if we had 100 people look at that car and
Out
go,
in the sun, they would go.
we got to put it out in the middle of the street. The
What do you do? You
sunshine.
got to get the metallic on it.
Okay, we got to find 100 people and try this out.
That's right.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll line them up, and as we drive by, they can go black or gray.
Yeah,
on a little
yeah,
exactly.
Yes.
No, but you can't tell them what it is. It's
Right.
just they have to say what it is. And I guarantee you it's going to be.
There we go. Mike throws us a curveball. Got to ask the wife.
Yeah. Just don't tell her.
Yeah, just leave a note.
Why
Honey,
would you have
me,
to
Kurt, and
even
Bo will be
ask?
back in a few days. She'll be good. I'll leave the keys to my car. I got a real nice car. She can drive it.
What's the old saying? Is it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask
Permission?
permission?
Yeah. Come on, road trip.
We get Fisco Dave to go with us too. He can
I just
drive
hate
it
it.
too.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
just
I gotta
think
go.
If we get back and he's got a couple of suitcases on the porch.
We'll help him pack. We'll help him move. We'll include that in the drive. Whatever you can get in the back of that car, we'll take it.
Yeah, I remember a buddy of mine, his wife kept telling him he could not go with us to Galveston.
Yeah.
And they were newlyweds. And he goes, we've been doing this road trip for,
Ever. All right.
yeah. And he came back. It was ugly. It was ugly.
Barely survived it.
Oh, it was, boy, she was so mad. And she kept calling me up, Kurt Chase, I hate you. And whoa. I did not hog tie that
Yeah,
boy.
he made his own decision.
We-
Although
you know what she'd tell me? I was the ringleader.
you probably
You're the
were.
ringleader. I'm like, no. We went to Galveston and stayed at the Sandpiper Motel
Oh, great place.
every year.
That's
And it was $20 a night
beautiful.
right there on Stewart's Beach.
Oh yeah, I know exactly where it is. So yeah,
And we hung out there for 3 days. And we always made that road trip. I'd leave the nightclub.
didn't you
and-
tell me one time a couple of y'all hitchhiked there?
Well, we had two buddies. You know what? Even though they could have rode with us, they
Yeah.
just hitchhiked.
They just rather wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, they had a like an old military knapsack, whatever you want
Right.
to call it, and it had a couple pairs of breeches, t-shirts, swim trunks, and they're gone. And it was so funny. There was one time we went and we stopped along the way, and there was a couple things that we wanted to see. We get there and they're sitting in their hotel room. I'm going,
I meet y'all there.
we're just laughing. And so, hey, he goes, dude, you know how cool it is? Yeah, we met these two chicks, and
Oh boy.
I
There
went,
you go.
wow. And then sure enough, we're on the beach, and they walked by and gave them a ride back to Dallas.
Oh wow. Can't been that. They should have been called the.
You know,
Boo.
Ralph Paul hitchhiked across the United States.
You know, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
How long did it take him to do that?
I don't know.
About 6 years.
Oh, wow. I would imagine something like that.
Hitchhiked to California.
I wouldn't even attempt to do that nowadays. You'd never be seen or heard from again. Probably.
Good morning, Stacy Gilbert. Thanks for joining us. Charlie Davis, my brother from another mother.
Hey, Stacy.
Hey,
You know
Stacy.
I do.
Stacy and I go way back.
I figured that. Anybody I know, you go further back than I do.
Yeah, she used to roller skate at the car hop where I'd eat, and we became real good friends.
There you go.
Me and Stacy.
That's the way it rolls here on the Automotive Edge radio show. If I know somebody, he's known them a lot longer.
If you know Stacy like I know Stacy.
Have you gotten your situation taken care of with Judge Gregory yet?
No, I'm going out this week.
You keep saying that every
I know,
week.
but we got mom.
I know, but it's on your way out to mom's.
Yeah, but your head mindset changes.
Yeah, I got you.
You know.
Well, I'll go pick it up for you. I'll hold it for you. I like you do want to drive people's vehicles. I'll practice it for you, get it warmed up.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're excited to be here this morning here on our new home,
Beautiful Memorial Day weekend.
100.7 FM. The Word.
Yeah.
Your SRN program begins in 60 seconds.
We got 60 seconds, folks.
And counting. Doesn't that sound like Rocky in that music?
Oh, yeah. It makes you want to get up and start doing jumping jacks.
So y'all get ready. Get
Yeah.
up and start doing your jumping jacks and have your coffee. And
Charlie, aren't you getting ready to retire? I got
I think he said
4
September.
buddies all retired in March.
Begins in 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And I went, wow, everybody's retiring. I got 3 brothers retired. Sister retired.
Every time I try to retire, they just keep bringing me back in.
We say they pull me back
They
in.
keep pulling me back in. I don't think I'm going to have it on my
What is he
tombstone.
saying? Oh, I told you I don't want to do this anymore. But every time.
We'll begin in 5, 4.
That's going to be on my tombstone. He just was thinking he was going to retire.
To the Automotive.com Stadium. It's the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 out, man on third, and Team Consumers are behind by 1 run. At the plate for the Consumers is Kurt Chase. The count is full. Joe Bag on the mound, waiting for the side. He goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a long fly ball hit deep into left center field. It's going, gone. 2-run homer. Another great walk
You're up.
for Team Consumer by Kurt Chase at the AutomotiveEdge.com.
Well, here we are. Thanks so much for joining us on this gorgeous Memorial Day weekend. And God bless all the troops that have gone before us and gave us our freedoms, our rights, the ability to come and go, the ability to be able to say what we want to say. Well, I guess free speech is getting a little out of hand, but thank you.
Still got the right
and
to do it, though.
for all the families that lost loved ones in the military. God bless each and every one of you. We lift you up in prayer and pray for you a good weekend. It's always tough when this day comes and they reflect back. And, you know, I was watching the news and finally some knucklehead in the news room decided to post that so far they've put up 640,000 flags on the tombstones of fallen soldiers.
Wow.
And they showed these guys and
Crazy.
everyone putting a flag down and saluting them. And I'm like,
How great is that?
yeah, out there where my father's buried at the memorial, military memorial out there in Grand Prairie, you can't get near the place right now.
I bet.
You know, it's just people waiting to get in to place that flag. And, you know, a lot of people had already, they do the flags and they do the wreaths. And so never forgotten, which is really, really cool. So God bless you and thank you for everything you did to give us the freedom to have a radio show.
Yep.
And have a good time. So it is the Automotive Edge radio show, helping you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. We got you covered. All you have to do is go to theautomotiveedge.com. That's theautomotiveedge.com. Leave your name and number, and let me give you a call and hook you up with the right dealer doing it the right way and save you just a ton of time and money. And this week, I got to tell you, last 2 weeks, let me clarify that, over almost $50,000 we saved the listener in in a little over 2 weeks. Almost $50,000. And a lot of that was trade-in values because trade-in values are still at an all-time high. All-time high. They're begging for them. I was over with Big Dan Smith at Louisville Volkswagen yesterday. And let me tell you, he's got Cadillac, Infiniti, Mercedes-Benz, Teslas. He's got it all. And what that tells you is, and he does have Volkswagen. But what my point is, a lot of times, you know, you the consumer believe that you have to go to a Chevy store to maximize your Chevy value, or you have to go to a Honda store to maximize your Honda value. That's not the case anymore. Every dealership, they don't, if that car's running and the AC is blowing cold and it's a car they can retail, they're going to put all the money in it. I was talking to Alan Glover yesterday, general manager, Classic Kia Carrollton there at 35 and 121. And he goes, hey, you tell whoever I need trade-ins. He didn't even talk about new cars. He didn't even say, hey, Kurt, we have this great special going on, the Kia Sportage and Telluride, which they do. He goes, I need trade-ins. Because people are now coming from all over the United States to the Texas auctions to buy cars. So you get, you know, Texas is one of the top selling states in the United States. You have Texas, Florida, and California. And then you have all these other states that they, use cars because the price of new cars is the deal. And so they're rushing out to buy these pickup pre-owned vehicles. And now it's on fire because graduation is here. And I still have moms and dads and so many people calling me going, hey, I need a $10,000 car, $12,000 car, very, very difficult to find. You have to be north of $12,000 for me to go, unless you know somebody. We do find cars just it's just crazy. We found a 2004 Hyundai with 38,000 miles on it, and the guy asked for $3,000. And we wound up getting it for a person that has been Ubering for 2 years and working his butt off. Got him that car and had it detailed and clean. That's almost unheard of. But there are cars out there that mom and dad are selling or helping out with. That's a different animal. For you to go out and shop for a car, I have a lot of people going, hey, I found this $6,000 car. I'm like, okay. I said, take it up to Driver's Edge Auto Repair and have them look at it. And so Joe called me and he goes, hey, this thing needs about, get this, $6,000 worth of work. You got transmission leaking, this and this, needs a timing belt. And you're just sitting there going, and they're looking at me and like, well, here's the thing. Now you're at $12,000 on this vehicle, hoping that that's all the repairs that need to be done. So you have to go north of 2016, where the quality has really blossomed, and then start thinking north of $14,000. And there are some brands out there that you can find very inexpensive. Right now, electric cars are very inexpensive, if that's your wheelhouse. There's plenty of smaller cars now that are starting to hit the marketplace that you're still at that $14,000, $15,000 price range where you're buying a quality car with a lot of miles on it, 140, 150, 160,000 miles, but the car was well taken care of. And so slow your roll when you're looking at these used cars, because there was a lot of people that were upset with me this week for telling me you're looking at a bad car. Unbelievable. Oh, Kurt, well, we're not going to your sponsor. And time out. I don't make any money you buying a car from my sponsors. I don't broker cars. But I'm just telling you, I'd go to my sponsors first. But this week it was a split. How many people were non-sponsors versus sponsors in finding cars? Because we know everybody in the car business and are able to call them and go, hey, tell me about this bucket of bolts, stock number, whatever. And they'll pull up the RO. It tells me what needed to be done. Hey, this is a good car. It didn't cost hardly anything to recondition it. Good car. And then I send you over to look at it to make that decision. But calling me up going, hey, I found this great deal at $8,000. I hope and pray that it is. Where'd you get it? Oh, this guy, they don't know who they are. Okay. They don't know how to look at a car. And they put lipstick on a pig and called it a Mercedes-Benz. And people are going, now what do I do? And so now they're calling attorneys and filing court cases. They're not going to get a dime out of this.
Well, why would you even want to go through that in the first place?
Well, people panic and they need transportation, and they just jump out on something and hope it's going to work. And then all of a sudden they're the bad guy. And here's the golden rule. If in fact that person won't go with you to get that car inspected, don't buy that car. Or if they tell you, nope, you're not taking it anywhere. And it's different times. It's such different times. I remember many years ago, there was a place on Beltline Road in Irving, and it was Wink Automotive.
Wink.
And there was a couple of used cars. I could bring them over there and give him a few bucks, and he'd go through the whole car and tell me. Then I'd bring it back to the owner. They pitch me the keys. Here, go get it checked out. Obviously, times have changed with car theft. And, when you let somebody test drive your car, let's say you put a car out in front of your house and you put a for sale sign on it, and you hand them the keys to go test drive,
good luck,
and they don't come back, they did not steal the car.
Correct.
They didn't. Not in the eyes of the law. You gave them the keys to the car, hoping they were going to come back. So you have to do a agreement or go with them, which is scary,
Yeah.
to say, hey, you can drive this for 30 minutes on a test drive, and then the car has to return and have them sign what we call in the industry is a BVA or a BCA, barred vehicle agreement, barred car agreement. And that way, if they don't come back, then the car has been stolen. Okay. So it's not a good thing to do these days unless you know who's coming over to look at it. I see all these car people are putting all over thinking they're going to get tens of thousands more than what the dealer will give them. Those days are over. Dealers are begging for used cars, and you got to cover your bases. And here's the thing. A real dealership, not a box store, is accountable for that car. I haven't had a dealer yet that, once you sign the as is and have it checked out and look at the work that was done, and or you took it to somebody that you believe knows how to look at a car, and then you sign the paperwork, deal done. But to not do that can be a big problem. We get back, we got a whole lot to cover. Hey, we got trivia today for some Memorial Day prizes to give away.
Oh, wow.
Here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 100.7 FM. The Word. We'll be right back.
All clear?
Morning, Wesley Stewart.
Yeah, we got a lot of people tuned in already this morning. Thank y'all for
My good friend Sherry. Do you know my friend Sherry Morrison?
I've met her once.
Yeah. Yeah. We're good
I think
friends.
I met her one time.
David Slaughter.
That is my cousin down in Beaumont, Texas.
David and I go way back.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Probably knew him before I did.
Yeah. David and I go way back. And my dear, sweet friend, Cindy Green. Go ahead and say her last name.
Now, I knew her way before you did.
I know.
And I know how to pronounce her name. Beauclair.
Cindy Green. Cindy, I still remember the name of the show that you and I went to together at the Vodka Banquet. How about that?
Yeah, but he can't remember what he said to me 5 minutes ago. So figure
That's
that out.
Cindy got her boutonniere, and I had on a brown striped suit.
Ooh, baby.
And we went with Harless Freeman and Brenda and Randy Kemp and Kathy.
Party.
And I sent a note back to Dawn Wells, and she came out to the table to say hello.
Ah.
I don't know if Cindy remembers that. I do have an
Is that
picture.
Actress
From Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which one was she?
She was the dark hat. No.
Yeah, Marianne.
Yeah, Marianne. So which is it? Marianne or what was the other one?
Ginger.
Ginger.
It was Marianne as Dawn Wells.
No, but I'm asking you to choose.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the actual name of the show, and it was with the grandpa from the Munsters.
Correct.
It was called Last of the Red Hot Lovers,
Oh, really?
and it was a comedy. And
Was this before Gilligan's Island?
No.
Oh.
Gilligan's Island was already going. The Munsters was already going. Yeah, this was 76, 77 we went.
That's cool.
Yep. So, both those shows have been running for a while.
Yeah, definitely. They still on.
Yep.
I watch a lot of those type of shows on Peacock, and watch the Andy Griffith Show just about every day. That's my kickoff.
Yeah, you got to realize that, in the show that they said the professor and Marianne.
Yeah, they did.
So
We had the CBD guy.
There was only two people that they said their names.
Okay.
Gilligan and Marianne.
That's true.
There was the professor, the millionaire and his wife, the captain. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
I can sing the whole song.
I know, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Now, there was another show that I can't remember. I think Phil Silvers was in it, called PT 109 or something like that. Do you remember that?
PT 109 was, well, that was McHale's Navy, and that was the number on their boat.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's fine.
And he was the captain.
Yes.
And Ernest Borgnine was the chief.
Good show.
And what's his name was on there? Tim Conway.
Tim Conway was on there.
Yeah, great
memory. Great show, too. Need to look for that on Peacock.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 100.7 FM, The Word, part of the Salem Media Network. And joining me, as always, the great one, Big Wheels Bo Carver.
Yes, glad to be here this morning. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And want to let you know if you've tuned into the show and go, hey, the Automotive Edge Radio Show, that's kind of cool. Well, we're not a new show. This radio show has been going, 23 years
It's
now?
our 23rd year.
So, but we're on a new network, on a new station, 100.7 FM, The Word, and of course on SRN and Westwood One syndicated there. So it's not that we're new, but we're new here. And they're also...
Well, we're actually not new here.
Well, that's true, but...
Because I started here over 22 years ago with a little show called the Texas Car Clinic, which grew into our 23rd year as the Automotive Edge.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
So we're not new here either, but you got to go way back.
We're back.
We're back.
He's home.
We're back home 23 years later.
Yep.
But anyway, we're on social media sites too with our live feed, live stream on the Automotive Edge Radio Show Facebook page, Shifting Gears, our sister Facebook page. You can also find us on LinkedIn, which is under Kurt Chase, the host's name, KURTCHASE. Then on YouTube, and YouTube has a lot of things going on there, and that's under the Automotive Edge Radio Show as well. And on Spotify, which is a podcast. And if you go to Spotify, you look up the Automotive Edge podcast with Kurt Chase, you can hear all these different podcasts that are going on with a lot of the different general managers and owners of these dealers and other things. Great place to check that out. And then on YouTube, there's a lot of those things going on there, some ride and drives. We're broadcasting live there as well. So there's a lot of places to find us. And also there's a newsletter that comes out once a month. And you can get that by going to theautomotiveedge.com and signing up for that and getting that once a month.
Yep.
So a lot of places to find us, a lot of places to see what's going on. And it's all to help you with all your automotive needs at no charge.
Never charge. Handshake, hug, or a prayer. I'll take all three. And then there's a special message that just got typed up. You want me to read it?
Go ahead. It's going to hurt.
It says, what a great purple day to my royal purple brother, Big Wheels Bo Carver, and my best friend, Kurt Chase. That's right, Gary.
Yeah, Gary. Well, when I see you, we're going to have a long conversation. But
No, it's gonna
I
be
still
quick.
love you anyway. And we need to go get some Boudin's place up there soon.
That's right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out. Remember, if you have an automotive need, don't get caught up buying junk. Don't buy that bad bucket of bolts. You don't have to. Yesterday, it was so cool because I got a phone call from a couple saying, hey, we went over this car, and the more we went over it, the guy was getting nervous. And when we started asking questions, the whole deal went south. I went, good for you. When people can't answer questions, and she said the bomb was, we said, well, do you have the title to the car? And he says, yeah. I said, can we check the title, make sure it's clean? So he brought the title out. They took a picture of it, and they said, well, do you have a driver's license that matches this? And he said, Kurt, I couldn't believe the look on his face. I was like, good for you. And they're fixing to buy, get this, an $18,000 car that was worth $22,500. So $4,500 below book on a sought-after car.
Yeah, Ralph.
Should tell you, don't buy it. Joining us on the Automotive Edge hotline, we always talk about the health of our cars and taking care of our homes. How about the most important part, taking care of the health of our bodies? Joining us on the Automotive Edge hotline, Ralph Paul, the owner of Your CBD Store, Keller.com. That's Your CBD Store, Keller.com. Good morning. How are you, buddy? Hello, Ralph.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
There you are.
I'm here. All right.
So what are you doing? Enjoying an
How's everybody
Aussie bite
doing?
and a cup of coffee?
Absolutely. Absolutely. How did you guess that?
Are you still out
my
of
favorite breakfast.
Are you still out of town? Are you still out by the Gulf?
No, we got home. We were supposed to come home Tuesday night, but the bad weather in Dallas prevented us, so we came home Wednesday night.
Oh,
So
cool.
It's all
Nice.
good. All good.
Well, hey, let's talk.
Yeah.
The people stress level is up quite a bit. And I talked to a lot of people going, hey, tell me about the CBD. And is it Delta 8? Is it Delta 9? Does it do this? Does it do that? I always tell listeners and people, you want to get your health back. You want to get your the fog out of your brain. You want more clarity and focus. Sit down and have a conversation, or make the phone call. It's on the website at yourcbdstorekeller.com, because we need to talk to the consumers about what you have to offer at your CBD store.
Absolutely. You know, this is a real education, and that's really why you don't see it in grocery stores and stuff like that anymore. However, our staff is really knowledgeable about this stuff. Bo and Kurt, you've met them. They've worked with us over 2 years, and my daughter also, very knowledgeable. But, you know, one of our more popular products is the Trim. It's a weight loss product.
Yep.
And it's a plant-based capsule, and it's a gummy. And it uses a specific hemp extract. It's designed to switch off your hunger signals, and it reduces the urge to snack. Okay. And we also added turmeric to it, which is an anti-inflammatory.
Yep.
And it supports your metabolism, your digestion, the inflammation. And we even have studies where it lowers your A1C. So it's straightforward to curb your appetite, you know, and stay on track. And we've had some great results with it.
Yeah, my sister just came in and spent the week with my mom. And first thing she did, called Melinda, said, hey, I need some one-to-one-to-one gummies. She didn't put them on the plane with her. She forgot them. And so we came by the store. Melinda was out and brought her over. And she was like so thankful. And we brought her some seltzer, and we brought her Brain Boost. And she couldn't believe, and y'all, and her and Carol have a relationship. And y'all ship to Carol because she is a foster parent of dogs, and Carol helps with the animals as well. So from seltzers to my all-time favorite product, I hurt my shoulder real bad the other day. I didn't know what was wrong. Went to the doctor, and I stayed on the tincture and the pain cream, and I'm almost pain-free. And get this, I haven't taken any of the naproxen that they gave me, not one bit.
Right. Yep. And, you know, we've had so much success with that pain cream. And that's like when you come into our store, that's the first thing we do is put pain cream on people. We should call it relief cream. But, you know, it's just people notice it in 10 to 15 minutes. And, you know, we've had our store for going on 8 years now, and I really don't have too many aches and pains. However, just recently, I don't know if I slept weird or whatever, but my hip hurt. And last couple mornings, I've been putting that pain cream on my hip, and boom, 10 minutes later, no pain whatsoever. And, you know, it's just been a real joy helping people. And keep in mind, you know, this is military weekend. We give 20% off to all the military people. And any of your listeners, we give them 20% off. So feel free to give us a call. We ship for free, USDA approved organic, and
1 minute.
Enjoy helping people.
Yeah, it's not about the high, it's about the health. I'm telling you right now, write it down, yourcbdstorekeller.com. Log on. There's QR codes there. You can find out what you're putting on your body or what you're digesting. But then you have great people there that are so knowledgeable to take you through the whole process of good health. And I tell you what, my wife lives by that Brain Boost and then a good night's sleep. We split a seltzer last night, slept like a baby, and we have a lot going on in our family right now, and it took it down a notch. Ralph, thanks a bunch. We'll be talking to you soon. God bless you and all the great folks at yourcbdstorekeller.com. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
All clear.
It's clear.
Yeah, I got to tell everybody
that
that's watching us on social media, if you got aches and pains, I got that pain cream that he has at yourcbdstorekeller.com. My shoulder was in bad shape. I lost a bunch of weight, and then I started lifting weights and working out and doing my Tai Chi. And just one day, I don't know what I did. My shoulder, it spread all the way up my neck. I mean, it was
it's called old age.
And I couldn't shake it. And so I went and saw my doctor, and I started taking the tincture, and I started putting the cream on it. And then I was like, wait a minute here. So I started putting the cream on my neck and on my temples, and it just blew me away. So when I got there, I told my doctor, I said, hey, I'm taking this and this. Is okay, well, let's get you an inflammatory and a pain med. And no, one was a muscle relaxer and a pain med because the muscles on my shoulder were so tight.
Right. That's what causes the pain usually.
And so Melinda went and picked up my prescription, and I haven't taken one yet. And so I let that tincture go to work.
Can I have them?
I'll let the pain cream go to work. And I haven't had yet. And then yesterday
Fisco Dave, you want to share some pain medication?
I had my bands, and I started doing my bands and isometrics.
Wow.
And just about pain-free. There's a little bit of a tweak in there, but.
So have you used the spray? Because
oh yeah,
you use that first.
Yeah.
And then you do the cream.
Yeah.
Because if y'all don't know this, they have the spray, which is kind of an immediate reaction, and then you put the cream on
menthol, eucalyptus, CBD, all in the spray.
Little bit later. How, do you put it on right away or wait?
Yeah,
a
you
little
spray. No, you put it on right away and let it dry up, and then put the cream on top because that's an immediate. And the cream is
right. It's not lasting, and it works. Trust me, I've used it a lot. That cream. I've not used the spray, but the cream works so quick. Unless you're, like Kurt's pain he had. If it's more of a soreness or a slight pain, that cream gets on there quick and it's gone.
Yep.
It really does work great. I think they open at 10:30 on Saturdays.
I'm telling you. And then for people that have brain fog and you just kind of looking for clarity, they have a seltzer called Brain Boost. And I'm always leery of that.
Does it make you smart?
With your CBD store. So I drank a half a can, and on my invoicing days, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of commercials to separate for a dozen sponsors. And so I figured, what the heck? I go in my office. I always have my Bible study in the morning, clear my head out, have my prayer time, and then I got into the invoicing. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go pop a top.
There you go.
And I went in there and I just took half that can, drank it, and I'm telling you, I looked up and it's 1:30, and I'm still typing away on all, and that has never, and I'm not speeding. I don't have the jitters. It just stimulated the front lobe of my brain. And I'm telling you what, I am sailing through my invoices. By 5 o'clock that day, I had 14 commercials done, a dozen invoices done, and all I had left to do is my co-op commercials. And I went, I am a buyer of Brain Boost.
Well, Melinda lives by it, I think, right?
Yep.
It's one of her go-to things that keeps her.
Yeah, you get a 4-pack, and that's 8 days for her.
Yeah.
Because she'll drink a half a can about 1 or 2 o'clock when we're looking up at that, watching the time to get out of work, whatever. But I'm telling you, it gives you such good clarity. It gives you focus. It really stimulates the front lobe of your brain, your processor. It's absolutely incredible. Dr. Ferrari is
if you're drinking, call a cab,
absolutely
a car.
An incredible person to do what he does.
You think it'd make me smarter?
Well,
you did it's a miracle worker, but not that big of a miracle.
It's kind of like a roadblock there, Bo, Just a little bit may get through at a time.
Yeah.
You're up.
It's a boost, not a creator.
I hear you. Well, hey, coming up right after the break, we're going to be throwing out some trivia. Have your phone lines ready. 800-281-TALK. That's 800-281-TALK. We got some gift cards.
8255.
That we're going to be giving away. And so they're great trivia questions. I think they are. I mean, I took my time and kind of went through them, and all the answers we've talked about. There's not a question on here that over time. So if you're a new listener, you may not answer. You might. And because everybody has Google and everything ready, but you're gonna have to be really quick. So the phone lines will be open coming up at when we get back from the 9:45 break, and then throughout the show, we're going to be giving away the gift cards here from Memorial Weekend. They're gift cards from the Automotive Edge radio show. There is no participation from Salem Network or the Word 100.7 FM. It is directly from my company, and I need to clarify that we're not giving away anything connected or affiliated with the radio station. It's just affiliated with the radio show that I own, and want to make that very, very clear so people, we tried this once before. They're all calling a radio station. One guy, we sent him 2 gift cards, and he kept saying he didn't get them. We sent him certified mail. I was like, dude, and you know what?
I think that was me.
I drove all the way out to his house, and he goes, "Can I help you?" I said, "I'm Kurt Chase," and the look on his face was unbelievable. I said, I got gift card number 3.
Yeah.
And his wife came to the door, and she goes, "We already got the first 2." I went,
"Yep, there you go." There's always those people out there. That's what.
So anyway, and then we're going to be setting up a Bo's Burgers. We haven't done Bo's Burgers in a year. We did 5 of them. They were all phenomenal.
Bo's Burgers Bash, we call them.
And so that'll be coming up next month. And we want to get one in before it gets too hot outside. So we'll be putting that in the newsletter. And
let's go to the one in McKinney. We just cut one big burger up and serve everybody up.
Buy 10 of them. That'll take care of 50 people. But anyway, phone lines will be open. They're open now, but for the trivia, 800-281-TALK. That's 800-281-TALK. And we're going to have some fun with that for the Memorial Day weekend throughout. And then if you answer it, Dave back in studio, if you can lock down their phone number, I'll call you after the show. You can tell me which gift card you want, and I'll get your address, and I'll get that right out to you.
You're right, David. The cars are complex. He said he had just sold a 1971 Chevrolet 4-wheel drive, and he wished he had it back because he could work on them. Yeah, it's the way of the world with a lot of things.
I remember when they had locking hubs, and you had to get out and lock them, and you backed up 9. They said back up 9 feet, and you could feel it engage, and then you went. And then when you were done, you had to do the same thing. You had to unlock them, and then you back up. You could feel them disengage.
So it's a lot of physical work to actually put them into
the
4-wheel drive.
Yeah, now it's just touch.
Go.
Hit a button. You're gone.
It's the way with everything in these vehicles now.
That's right. 800-281-TALK is the number. If you got a question about where to go, who to see, what to do, any make or model vehicle, you want to talk cars or trucks, we can do that. And I want to thank, I hope I got the name right. It was Rich or Richie that said, you know what? I want to thank the question that came in, and it might have been from Ronnie Swain about towing.
Yes, it was.
And this guy goes, you know what? We're fixing to buy the wrong truck. So, Ronnie, thank you for asking. See, when you ask a question or you call in and you talk to us, it benefits somebody else that's listening. I promise you. And he goes, you know what? We decided to switch trucks because we thought about it. We started doing the weight, and we went, golly, we're barely there. And they had no leg on the deal. They had no additional room to go. She said, what if we're traveling around the United States and we're buying goods and picking things up? We're
going up hills and mountains and all that. It makes a big difference.
So they bought a different truck. They wound up going diesel and added quite a bit more weight, more than they needed. But he goes, you know what? We spent the extra $8,000 on the truck.
And feel a lot safer.
But and we have a peace of mind now that, when we get home, obviously we can drop the trailer and hook up the boat, but they bought a brand new travel trailer. This thing's unbelievable. And the truck will haul it plus.
Yeah.
And so the questions, once again, Ronnie, that you asked benefited a person that was going to buy a truck that would barely hit the minimum and probably wear out sooner than later. And so thanks when you guys and gals ask the questions. It's always a benefit to somebody else that has that aha moment going, wow, I didn't think about that.
And don't be afraid to call in. I promise you, I won't hurt you. I don't know about Kurt, but it's 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. And ask your question or give us a comment. Maybe you test drove one of the vehicles that Kurt talked about. Give us your opinion on it. All these things make a difference to our listeners when they're engaging into our conversations, and yours as well. As like Kurt was saying, that question that Ronnie had brought up to us helps somebody make a better decision in their purchase.
No doubt. 800-281-8255 is the number. Coming up after break. We're going to be throwing out each segment. We've got, other than the top and bottom of the 10 o'clock hour, we'll have a trivia question for a nice gift card for the listeners, if you want to call in and play along, it's a gift from the Automotive Edge Radio Show, not Salem Radio. I get asked this question every day now since we've come back to the Word, and now that with the syndication and all of our online presence, what is the best used car to buy? And for me, if you and I were out shopping, I would direct you to Certified. Now, we all have budgets, but the certification that a car has to go through now at a dealership is so stringent. They don't play. They don't play. They go through this thing from headlight to tail light with a fine-tooth comb. The tires have to match. The interior has to meet a standard. The body has to meet a standard.
Close to new as they can get it.
That's right. They put all the money in it. And the cool thing is there's a big difference between new and pre-owned in the certified side of things. Big difference, where if you back up, COVID, there were no new cars, and certified was through the roof. And then prior to COVID, there was only maybe a couple of $1,000 gap between certified and new because the rebates and incentives were so high. And people were going, heck, I'll just buy a new one. Well, now you have a pretty big gap between certified and new to make certified. And plus you get good rates on it. They have special incentivized rates with certified that makes things work real well for you. So that is my best choice because I know what they have to pour into that, and they have to put a warranty on it. So understand that the dealer has to really spend the time to make sure this car is everything it needs to be because they've got to take care of the warranty work on it.
And they've got their name on it, which may be bigger than the warranty.
Yeah, well, the thing is when they submit the money for the warranty, if the work wasn't done properly, the dealer has to eat the bill versus the manufacturer eating the bill on certification. Let's go to the Automotive Edge hotline. Who do we have with us?
Ronnie Swain.
Ronnie Swain, how are you, my brother?
I'm fine. How about you guys?
We doing good. What's going on?
Well, I thought I'd call in since you made a comment about the weight on the vehicles. That's always been a question of mine that I've had in the back of my mind whenever I bought a car or a truck.
1 minute.
As to how much I could pull with it, and it's always confusing about the total weight, the tongue weight, and the weight over the axles, and all of that kind of thing. That's like a $64,000 question for me. I know, and it must be for a lot of people, I'm sure. So I just wanted to thank you for answering that. Whatever it was last week, the week before last.
Yeah, last week. And yeah, I appreciate the question because the one guy, he actually called me and said, hey, this truck will tow 12,000 pounds. You got to add everything in there. Ronnie, we're going to break. Thanks for the call. God bless you. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for being with us live. Don't go away. We got some trivia coming up. 800-281-8255 here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
Clear.
Clear.
We're clear.
Clear eyes.
Yeah. You remember the stuff you used to put on your face to get rid of pimples called Clearasil?
Oh, yeah.
That's what
I remember that stuff.
You should start saying, all right, Clearasil.
Well, they did those commercials where they would take one of those pads and wipe their face. I'm like, well, there's your problem. First, you're dirty.
Well, and also the problem is, I think you're wiping oil out of your face, which is not really good either, because they always said that drying your face was just as bad to get acne as it was the oil. So
those things dried your face bad too.
Yes, and I think that was a problem that nobody really understood. That you're not cleaning your face, but you're supposed to clean it with something that doesn't get rid of the oil, but cleans the face, but keeps the oil in your skin. And I think over time they've kind of figured that out.
Well, back then you didn't have anything to go put on when you took it off.
Yeah, it was like dry as a bone.
Now heck, just look at my wife's bathroom. There's a bazillion products. I love you, honey.
Yeah.
I do love you. Good morning, Monique Johnson. Thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. You know Monique?
Yeah, I've known her since birth.
Oh, yeah. We go way
Kurt's no longer.
Yeah. There you go. That's true. That's exactly where it's going to be all the
Yeah,
time.
thanks for hanging out with us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show.
Beautiful.
All right.
So what you up to, Fisco Dave, this weekend? What's your...
I'm not up to anything. I'm going to chill out this weekend.
Dave looks like what's that kid show my kid used to watch? Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Huh? I don't
And-
know that.
and
I've never
so-
seen that.
Me neither.
Yeah, growing up, there was this little girl, and she would be somewhere, and she would pop into the cartoons. My daughter loved that cartoon.
No, you're talking about Go Diego Go. Isn't that what you're talking about?
I don't know, something Diego.
It's Go Diego Go. And it was that. Now I remember that because Grandma.
That was Dave. Every time I look, Dave's posting a picture. It looks like he's
Yeah.
all over the United States
Go
doing cool
Diego
things.
Dave.
Go, Dave, go.
We're gonna call you Diego.
So, Dave, you got me hooked, buddy. I've been studying train rides across the US of A. And you know what they say the most beautiful train ride is?
Which one?
through the mountains.
From Vancouver to Toronto.
Ah,
Okay, I'm going to have to try that one
They
out.
said the number one train ride for the most majestic, beautiful, best everything
Scenery.
was Vancouver. I believe Vancouver to Toronto.
well, how do you get to Vancouver? You got to fly.
Well, you can drive. That's a haul, but yeah.
Well, they say going through the mountains and stuff in the west United States is good too.
Results are sent directly to your
Yeah, my
email.
son, he took
That's-
a train ride through Switzerland when we're all in Santorini,
Ah.
Greece a few years back for his wedding. They missed, they were having a strike, so they had to go to a different airport.
Ah.
That train ride was breathtaking.
I love it.
You're up.
Here we go. 800-281-8255. If you'd like to play a little trivia for a gift card for this Memorial Day weekend from the Automotive Edge Radio Show, me and the Big Wheels, Bo,
Yes.
give us a call right now, 800-281-8255. 800-281-8255. And we have some really nice gift cards to give out, and we'll call you after the show and in order that the winners are, and then let you pick. And even the leftover ones are good gift cards. There's not a bad gift card
Leftovers.
because I got the gift cards. I do good gift cards. 800-281-8255. You want to play a little bit of automotive trivia on this beautiful Memorial Day weekend? Once again, God bless the fallen soldiers and the families on this Memorial Day weekend. I always thank military for their service. When I see even the people in the grocery stores, they're wearing the ball caps,
Right.
Vietnam vet and everything. Always, always, always stop and thank them for their service. When you see them sitting in the airport, thank them for their service. When you see them standing in line, let them move to the front of the line. I love the videos that come in where people give up their first class seat and let a soldier go sit up there. It's that's the cat's meow when we're doing that. And actually, I saw a gentleman that was in uniform. He was at the store, and then the guy goes, "Hang on, you're not paying for anything." Bam, and picked up about $200 worth of groceries. And I went, "God bless you. Without them, where would we be?" And it's a terrible thought. So with that, when you see anybody military or ex-military, you see them with the Purple Heart on their license plate, give them a thumbs up. They'll know what you're saying. And God bless each and every one of you and all the families that are going to be going through a lot of emotion this weekend as they visit the cemeteries. And I saw the flags being placed. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for your service. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. You'd like to play a little trivia, give us a call. We got some gift cards for the weekend. And then coming up at the top of the hour, we've got the top 10.
10 at 10.
10 at 10. And I did a lot of research. I was really blown away by some of the information that I found. I was going, I wouldn't have put, but maybe a couple of them on my map, but, we'll see what you guys think. A lot of people are still hitting a lot of dealerships. I got that phone call this week where this husband and wife were on speakerphone, and they said, "Hey, Kurt, we need some help." We went out looking for a pickup truck, And we got to the house, and I got this alert, and I had 16 inquiries on my bureau. 16. What do we do? I said, there's nothing you can do. You would have to go to the dealer, and the dealer would have to do some paperwork and get it over to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion to get it removed. And I said, what happened?
The
And
problem is that it takes a while for that to get removed, if maybe ever.
well, if you have people, I had
Yeah,
mine done in a
yeah,
day,
Yeah, you
but
got
not
there are
everybody
people.
has people.
Right. And they're
And you
out
got to
there.
be careful. You don't. Here's the golden rule. Please remember this. You don't need a social security number to test drive a car. You need a social security number to buy a car. The station is 100.7 FM. That's 100.7 FM.
So are those considered like soft credit checks that they have?
No, they're hard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to show up. What happens is Dave shows up to my dealership, and I did it. Guilty. And Dave says, hey, Mr. Chase, I want to take a look at this Honda Accord. Fantastic. We get to talking. I said, okay, I need a copy of your driver's license and insurance, and then fill out this form. This is a BVA, and I need your Social Security number on here to verify that you are who you are. Well, that was a lie. It was a lie.
Thank God he's gotten saved.
That's right. I am saved. Your driver's license, your insurance is your identity to drive that car. And so they said they were at 2 stores, and the dealer shotgunned their credit out. And so they went to the next dealership, and the guy comes out. This is what blows me away. Comes out and says, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Joe Bag of Donuts, you've already been approved at this bank. And they were like, what are you talking about? And so while they were gone, the sales manager has the information on his computer and the vehicle you checked out, and a lot of them have the road monitoring on it, and they already sent it over to the bank. Mr. and Mrs. Joe Bag of Donuts are driving in 2026, blah, blah, blah. Here's her credit. And they haven't even said yes to the vehicle. But here's the thing. It's not illegal. The fact is that you filled out the form and you were too busy giving out your Social Security number and you didn't read the paperwork. Read it. You don't need a Social Security number to drive the vehicle. And if somebody asks you for that, you're at the wrong store. Unless you just say, look, I'm not giving you my Social Security number. Kind of like all those videos, when the police pull people over and the cops are going, hey, I need your social. No, they don't. Ever, ever, never, ever give out your Social Security number. Ever to anybody unless you're ready to buy a home, a car, you're financing something, you're going to have to give it up.
A burger.
But if you're shopping, you don't give out your social. And so they're like, well, what's the deal? And I said, well, your loan has already been conditioned with the bank. That's what it means. We don't understand. Okay. So you drove this pickup truck and it was $54,000, correct? Yes. They've already submitted that loan on that vehicle
For that.
for you. And so the bank says, okay. And they said, we will finance these people for this many months at this rate.
Is it just for that particular vehicle? So
Yes.
if they change, then that would have to be redone again to the bank, and that would be a different scenario.
Well, no, if they go to another dealership and they're driving that pickup truck.
No, but I'm talking about a different vehicle than the truck. If they change their mind, say, I don't want the truck, I'm buying this.
I'm buying a car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's a
different process.
a different car deal.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The rate, unless it's a circumvented rate, 0 APR, 1.9, 2.9.
But it still
Will
doesn't
still-
stop the fact that they got hit with those
That's right.
hits.
And then if they switch and then they resubmit it, then it's going again for another couple of
Could
hickeys
be.
on it. So here's the thing. If you don't know how to buy a car, call me. If you don't want to negotiate and go back and forth, call me. If you just want to go out and wing it, call me.
That's
I've
both
got-
the reason.
Let me just tell you, this last 2 weeks, I've had more people going, that was incredible. They didn't do anything. I told them that Kurt Chase sent me. I met the manager. I test drove. He said, is there anything I can do to earn your business right now? They said, no, we're going to think about it. Fantastic. Here's my business card. Done. And what really warmed my heart this week was I had 4 people that were in the finance office in the office signing paperwork and went, time out. Called me and put me on FaceTime and said, hey, Kurt, is this correct? And I'm looking at everything, and there was only one that I had to go, what is that? They had titled this thing the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life for a service contract. It was the weirdest. I didn't know you could name it something like that, but they did. And it was $1,985. And I said, what is that? And the guy repeated the name. I said, look, I know what it says, but what the heck is it? And he told me, and I said, look, step outside. And they came back and, who is that on the phone? But I was so humbled that 4 people got me on the phone while they were in the business office. So once you go to the website, we're connected. You're going to have my cell number and you can get through this. But everybody got a good deal. Everybody I talked to on the phone, I can't say that. One didn't, because they had to pay full retail for a very, very unique product, which I would never pay full retail. But they wanted it. It was non-negotiable, and they paid the premium for it. But other than that, let us help you and step in and take care of things for you when you're buying your automobile, and read your buyer's order.
And don't wait till Monday to call him.
Yeah.
It's too late to get you out of something, but a lot easier to get you into something right.
Yep. Phone lines are open now. At the 10 at 10, we're not going to be taking any phone calls till we come out of the 10:15 break for trivia. And don't be scared. You know what? You can't lose. I'll just tell you that you can't lose. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255 is the number. But it's all about that connection. Also coming up, I have 3 vehicles that I went out and test drove. One that I've owned numerous times, and the other I'm having so much fun going out and really opening up doors and checking for spares and laying seats down and really, really going through these cars again. I've been having so much fun these last couple of months. And the problem for me is I want to buy half of them. And I was with Big Dan Smith over at Louisville Volkswagen yesterday, and he's got this blue Atlas sitting out front. Oh, my goodness.
I bet.
And he goes, I'll make a deal. I'm just sitting there staring at it. And, I don't get caught up a whole lot in vehicles.
Don't give up
One
on
minute.
it, Dan. Just kind of tap him on the shoulders. He's an easy catch. So just
I really want a pickup truck.
A little harder.
But I traded 7 times last year. And so I told my wife, I'm going to keep this vehicle. I just made this 6th payment on it, which is a record.
Mm-hmm.
I had one I kept a week.
Yeah, a lot of people lost their bets on this vehicle.
Yeah, and so
but that's not over
payment
yet.
number 7 coming up, and I can't remember the last time I made 7 payments, but
he still
anyway.
hadn't made it yet. So
hey, coming up, Kurt's 10 at 10. Don't go away. 800-281-8255. It's the Automotive Edge Radio Show with the great one, Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
Oh, clear.
Michael says, I can say Mazda was wonderful. No haggling, no pressure, and never asked for social until we were ready.
There you go.
That's what it's supposed to be. Thanks for making that comment, Michael. That's what people need to know and understand before they get it bogged down like Kurt was talking about this one couple did. It's so difficult and such a headache.
So you know what the one lady called me and said? She goes, are they scared of you? I said, why? She goes, they didn't pressure me at all. I said, no, it's about relationships.
Right.
Big difference.
And it's about the way it should be done. And that's the whole thing, is that we have sponsors, but it is a relationship. We don't just take a sponsor just because they're ready to throw money at the show. They have to be, what they expect out of us and we expect out of them.
Yep.
And that's the way it works. And if they're not that way, they won't be a sponsor for this show. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, you got a sponsor, they can do whatever they want. No, it doesn't work that way. And if they're not reputable or they don't do things right, they won't be a sponsor for the show. And I know that Kurt has turned down a lot of sponsors as a result too. So just know that.
Well, I had to fire my brother.
Yeah, that's rough.
That was a tough decision, but you know what? Everybody's got to play by the same rules. We're all going to make mistakes. There's only one perfect being, and then none of us.
And that's me, right?
And I forgot Bo.
There's two.
There's two. Wow.
Sorry.
Way to go.
Did Bo fall?
Yeah, I know.
Did he
didn't
fall out of his chair?
God, that's just a 90-year-old man taking off a headset. Goodness.
Wow.
gracious.
Okay.
But anyway, there's going to be hiccups and problems. But the cool part of it, when you have me on your side, there are going to be very few hiccups and problems. You just got to go through your paperwork, read it, and understand it, and realize that once you sign that paperwork and you go back, that anything that you cancel comes off the back end of the note, not up front. So you buy a $2,500 warranty, and then halfway through it, you go, I really don't want the warranty. I'm going to lower my payment. It doesn't work that way. You put in your cancellation, and at the end of the term, you receive back the difference, period. That's the way it works. And there's some that you can't cancel. Once you buy your wheel and tire and your tent warranties and your windshield protection, that's on the car. You're not going to get prorated, but your extended warranties, your service contracts, these are things that will be prorated when you're buying an automobile, but it comes off the back end of your note. And a lot of people, hey, I want a check back for it. Well, it doesn't work that way. So it will shorten the term of your payments on the back end by the prorated amount. So I have a lot of people that are going, hey, I'm a year into this, but I decided I didn't want this, this, and this. Oh, well, you can cancel it. But it's a different deal. What are you doing, Bo?
Make the right decision when you make the decision.
Yep.
So it's out there for everybody to know right here on the Automotive Edge radio show. So there's no reason. So that same dog got walked by two different people.
Yeah.
Is it because they can't handle it, or?
Well, you're getting different exercises.
Oh, okay. The dog or them?
Both. Yeah, that's a husband and wife, and they're you'll see them all the time walking around with that dog.
The dog looks like it's tired. Doesn't want to walk anymore.
Well, you got to keep them going so they don't get that, Shepherds and Dobermans get that hip dysplasia.
Oh, I know they do.
Got to keep them moving.
I know you love those Dobermans.
Oh, wait.
We had one of the best. Now, who does Colton have that one?
We had to put her down. She was
The one I knew?
Yeah, Bailey.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she made it almost 10 years, which is good for a Doberman, and she had the hip dysplasia and the arthritis, so it was time to fix it. Do you ever have dealerships that hate you getting involved, like non-sponsored dealerships?
Absolutely.
Are you?
That's an easy question to answer, and I can answer that for him.
Michael, I had a guy, they were making like $18,000 on this couple, and they were buying a vehicle, their last one, and traveling the United States, big SUV. And they called me and they're giving me the numbers. I went, golly, those numbers are just not right. So I go to the dealership and I'm looking at this car deal. I'm like, good gosh. And the manager actually checked me into the wall.
Well, there's your answer.
And he came by and I was maybe about a foot from the wall. Not like he knocked me up into the wall, but he checked me and I went, look, buddy, turn around real quick. You're going to regret ever touching me, and if you ever touch me again,
that'll be the last time.
Yeah, I'm going to need some Jesus that time you touch me again, because that just ain't going to work. And so we left, and the owner called me, and he goes, hey, Kurt, what happened? I told him they fired him. And I said, you know what? He's lucky he's not in jail. But I offered him, I said, here's the deal. You're selling them a $70,000 rig. And I asked him what kind of profit they should make. And he goes, well, I'll be fair. They can make $2,000 on the deal. And the guy goes, I used to be in sales. Fantastic. So I go back to the manager. I said, hey, you can make $2,000 on this deal. I know you're going to pick up the finance reserve. And boy, he had a couple of choice words. And I went, you're out. And we took him down to another dealer. Here's what's the great part. When they brought him the paperwork, it was $16,000 less.
Wow.
And he looked at me and he goes, did you put a gun to their head? No. You don't understand. Your trade, just your trade, was worth
A lot more.
12,000 more than what they told you. All they showed you was a difference, and you saw the difference.
And it looked like you were getting that, but
we
you
can
weren't.
stroke a check for that. But just think, now you got $12,000 extra. And he goes, "I'll split it with you."
Mhm.
I went, "Nope, you can't do that." Lo and behold, this was years ago that he wrote a very, very nice check to my adopted teacher program. And we took care of several hundred teachers with the amount of money that he had donated to us. So it all works out, in the short term and the long term. So
Your SRN program begins in 10 seconds.
you just got to have that person on your side to help you out.
We'll begin in
Good morning to my brother, Vinny.
4.
Love you, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the
Good morning,
Automotive Edge
Vinny.
Radio Show on the Word
The Automotive
100.7
Edge.com
FM.
Stadium. It's the bottom of the ninth inning with 2 out, man on third, and Team Consumers are behind by 1 run. At the plate for the Consumers is Kurt Chase. The count is full. Joe Bag on the mound, waiting for the side. He goes to the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a long fly ball hit deep into left center field. It's going, gone. 2-run homer. Another great walk-off win for Team Consumer by Kurt Chase at the AutomotiveEdge.com. In the gold corner and wrestling for the AutomotiveEdge.com. Give it up for the World Tag Team Champions fighting for all your automotive needs. It's Kurt Chase and Big Wheels Bull Cover.
It's time for the Kurt Chase
Top 10.
You're up.
Well, happy Memorial Day, and once again, thank you for everybody that put your life on the line to give us the freedom that we have here in the United States. And this Memorial weekend, they're estimating almost 40 million people will be traveling. So my curious mind from my top 10 were, what are the top 10 destinations that people will be going to this year? And even, here's the cool thing. Even with high gas prices, people are like, you know what, we've been putting money aside. We've been doing this and doing that. We don't care. We're rolling. And so I went in and I went to 4 different sites to find out the top 10 most visited place that people have booked this year
In America?
and will be traveling to this summer that they're booking it
In America?
in America.
Okay.
At number 10, Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow, that's
Quite
interesting.
surprising.
Well, country music has been a big thing for years, so it doesn't surprise me. And that's a nice, beautiful area of the country too.
Yep. Another one, and this one is growing and growing and growing. And Ralph just got back, the owner of your CBD store, Keller.com, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
That's been a big one for a long time. People have told me about that, and we needed to go, and I needed to go, and I guess one day I'll go.
What is in Alabama? What do they go there for?
Gulf Shores.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area.
It's this arm
Shores.
that comes off, and they say the condominiums, the places, the restaurants, the beaches are absolutely stunning. And I've got a bunch of friends, when I put that out there on some of my social groups, are going, oh, we go there every year now. We don't even go to Florida anymore. We go to Gulf Shores. I'm like, really? So we need to check that out.
On the list.
Here's a big one because the crime is so under control now. Washington, D.C. And they're saying, the
I've been
weather's
there. That's beautiful.
the weather's cooler, and going
That's-
around and seeing all the monuments and everything that's going on. Washington, D.C. made the top 10. Here's one I've never been to, Yosemite National Park. You ever been there?
No.
Some people call it Yosemite, but it's Yosemite. Yeah, I talked about it. He goes, yeah, I've been to Yosemite. And I said, look, Sippity Sam. That's not it.
Oh,
Yeah, I got some really cool friends.
yeah, you do.
Number 6, and I got a bunch of friends. In fact, one of my closest friends just took the whole family to Disney in Florida.
That's a big place.
But they say the Florida beaches are packed right now.
Yeah.
But, Destin, huge place for everybody to go.
Yeah, Disney's a big place always.
Now, here's one that I don't get. Kind of surprised me. Vegas.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I
I've been there a few times. It was nice.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's more than the casinos to do.
yeah, you got the dam and all the different things, I guess, to go see. But and then number 4 kind of blew me away as well. New York.
I can
People
see
coming to
that.
New York City. I don't walk around and look at a bunch of skyscrapers and stuff. I can see going to the Twin Tower Memorial, going to Broadway. There's a place in Times Square where you can get 2 for tickets and see 2 Broadway plays for the price of 1. I get all that. Number 3 was Yellowstone National Park.
Never been, have you?
No. And I got online and I took a look at it. Absolutely stunning. I didn't realize how many national parks there were in the United States. I figured 10. Oh, my goodness. There's a bunch of them. Number 2, the Grand Canyon.
Never been there
Never
either.
been.
I'd be like Chevy Chase in Summer Vacation where he goes up and, you know, his wife's looking at it and he kind of nods his head a few times.
Off they go again, pulling the dog behind him.
Yeah, because I have friends that go down into the canyon.
Have you been before?
No.
Well, we need to go road trip with the.
No.
No.
Automotive Edge Radio Show road trip.
There you go.
And I'll do the road trip, but I would not go down
go
into the
somewhere
canyon.
else. Yeah.
I would videotape y'all going away and until you disappeared, but hopefully coming back out, I'm out. And number 1, this is excuse me, back on the map for, and there's a place I'd love to go, the Redwood Forest.
Whoa, that'd be cool. Where is that located?
California.
Okay.
And I wonder if they still have the tree that you can drive through.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I remember that. In the Sequoia National Park's another one where they have the big sequoia trees. So there you go. Nashville, Gulf Shores, Alabama, Washington, D.C., Yosemite National Park, Disney in Florida. All the Florida beaches are in there as well. There were so many that I just put them all at number 6. Las Vegas, New York, Yellowstone National Park. And they said a lot of this has to do with the movie Yellowstone.
I'm sure
that a lot of people want to go up and see the ranch. You got to understand the ranch is owned by somebody. You don't get to go in there and see Kevin Costner. Yeah, that, you know, and whatever the other characters' names are. The Grand Canyon and the Redwood Forest. As much as I don't care for all the crazy things that they're doing in California, I would still love to go and see.
Well, I got a place that people really need to go see, and it's not on your list, but I'm going to tell you one thing. It should be near the top of the list, and it's called the Natural Bridge in Virginia. If you've never been there, look it up. It's called the Natural Bridge in Virginia. You will be blown away how gorgeous that is and how that's made, that natural bridge and the whole scenic route down everything. My son and I took that about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's stayed with us forever.
All right. If you have a favorite place that you visit each year or you would like to endorse a place to go, post it right there on one of our live feeds on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, YouTube, LinkedIn, Shifting Gears. And tell us your favorite vacation or summer spot to go to. But yeah, obviously I've been to New York 20 times. Born in Brooklyn, family. I still have a ton of family up there.
A lot of times when you live in an area, you wonder why people come there.
Yeah, but they're all out in Long Island,
right?
You know, and going out and being with family is completely different. But being in downtown New York, Madison Square Garden, and the Empire State Building, going up to the top of Rock
You get all
Center.
that. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah,
Been in the Statue of Liberty, Rikers Island, Staten Island. Been there all that.
Sure.
So Fulton Fish Market, ate there a dozen times.
One place I'd suggest not to go would be Houston, Texas. That wouldn't be on my top.
Just go an hour further and you're at what Charles Barkley said, dirty water Galveston.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not dirty water. People think it's like dirty, but it's just shallow. And because it's shallow, it just turns up the dirt. That's not dirty water, just the bottom of it. And it's fine.
It's dirty.
It's dirty. It's not clear. But you can go out a little ways in the Gulf and it gets real clear. So it's just because it's so shallow, so close. But I'll
go to the beach, but I won't get in.
Me neither. They're packing Galveston right now this weekend. I know that for a fact. That's going to be a very busy place for people in and around the South.
They've always made Galveston very affordable.
Yes, and it's always a lot of fun. I was just there 2 weeks ago.
Have you ever stayed at the Hotel Galvez?
Yes, I have.
Now, I heard the 9th floor is haunted.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they say the 9th floor is haunted. And so I'd stay on the 9th floor.
I think I stayed there once. That's why it's not considered haunted.
What's your favorite place to stay and recommendation for the holidays or summer travels? We'd love to hear from you on any of our places. And hey, coming up at the break, You get another opportunity for a gift card, 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. I think they're just scared of being wrong.
Well, let's get the thing down right. I think I'm a little confused about it, and maybe they are too. I'm thinking you were going to ask the question first, and then they call in with the answer. But you're saying to call in now.
Oh, well, then you get to cheat. You get to jump on Google.
So let me get this right.
Or do you think we ought to just do it?
I think that you're asking them to call, and then you're going to ask them the question.
Right.
Okay, so I was confused about that. I thought that you were going to ask the question, and then they were going to call in the answer. But what we want you to do, which now I've figured out, and I'm sure Dave finally figured it out, is that
I figured it out.
You call in.
He already figured it out. You don't have to throw
Did
him
you
in
have that? Did you have it right?
I did have it right. I figured that's what he was trying to do.
Okay, well, I didn't.
Way to go, Bo.
I bet a lot of people didn't either.
Quit opening that door and trying to get Dave in the car with you.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where we are here. You call in to the number, and then Kurt, will ask you the question to win a gift card. That's how you do it.
If you put Galveston water in a glass bottle, it's clear. That's crazy. Galveston is nasty water. Go to Port Aransas to get nice blue water, and you can drive out on the beach. Ronnie Swain, Durango, Colorado. You know what? I got a couple of buddies that are really big on Durango, Colorado.
Yeah.
And you should try Alaska during the summer, too. It's beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh, I heard that is. And then I got a couple of buddies that are in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, coming up, thanks for joining us on Kurt's 10 at 10. We got some trivia and a whole lot more car talk coming up here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
There we go. We're clear seal. So, well, come on, Charles, give Galveston a little break. But it's fun down there.
We stayed down at Pirates Beach, which is about 45 minutes down Seawall Boulevard when you turn into Galveston.
Yeah.
And, you got Stewart's Beach when you hit it center.
Right.
And you head west, and we rented a home down there for a week on Pirates Beach. And it was the beach was nice. There are a lot of families out there. Everybody throwing. You know what? I couldn't believe how many Frisbees I saw.
Yeah, well, it's a good place to do it there. It's on the beach.
Frisbees, soccer ball. And you know what's coming back now on the beaches? Is it the big the Rays is coming back.
Kites?
Haggy sack.
What's that?
It's that little leather ball filled with sand.
Okay.
That they kick around. You don't ever catch it.
I got you.
And they're saying that's all coming back.
Well, there you go.
Now, I was a Frisbee guy. I used to have a bunch of I never did the Frisbee golf. I thought that was just kind of dumb, but I don't get it. If I'm going to be on a golf course, I'm going to be hitting a golf ball, which isn't very often, and I don't hit a golf ball very well.
And it certainly won't be a Frisbee.
I used to love throwing the Frisbee, and at night we had the glow-in-the-dark Frisbee.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's just a lot of things to do, and right now it's a good time to do it before it gets too blistering hot across the country.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Memorial.
And you know what's cool about throwing a Frisbee? You're not on your cell phone.
True. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people will be off of it this weekend. It's a good time to be out and about and do the things with your family and friends and loved
Okay, you're
ones.
walking along the beach. Okay. You and Barbara Ann holding hands. The water's nice. You're right there on the edge where the water kind of comes up and hits you. And you look over your shoulder and you see a tent, and there's 4 kids in there, and they're all on an iPad. Do you say something?
I probably wouldn't say anything, but I would shake my head. I can tell you that. But I'm sure it's happened. I know I see it in any restaurants all the time where people are sitting there with their families and
but restaurants. But on the beach, when
you're supposed to be doing something fun like Frisbee or flying a kite or fishing or a million different things you'd be doing on the beach. But
we were in Florida last year with the family, and I'm walking along the beach with Melinda, and we're holding hands, and I look up over my shoulder, and there's not only the kids on laptops, but the parents on cell phone underneath the tent. I'm like, golly.
And probably texting their kid underneath the tent. Like, put that phone down.
Yeah, let me just help you. That stuff is so taboo with me. When we went to the beach, I didn't even have my phone with me.
I don't blame you.
Why would you bring your phone to the beach?
Just for emergency.
When you got all them people around you.
That's true. Call 911, tell them to do that.
There's somebody there who's going to have it.
Yeah, somebody will have it. I don't know.
Dramatic.
I never understood
What's
that.
greased lightning?
You're up.
Little John Travolta bringing labor for the Memorial Day weekend. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. Look, if you don't call in, I guess I'll flip the script after Bo knows at the bottom of the hour, and I'll ask the question, then we'll see who calls in first. And because if not, I'm going to use every one of these gift cards. I can tell you they're not going to go unused. If you want to see some neat stuff, go to Big Bend National Park in South Texas. Oh, I've never heard of Big Bend National Park.
I've never been there either.
Huh. Thanks,
Boy, there's a lot of places I need to be going.
Yeah. Road trip.
Bucket list is going to be getting big here.
All right, so here's my 3 picks for the week. Number 1, my all-time favorite American muscle, without a doubt, for the price point, you can't do any better, and that's the 2026 Chevy Corvette. I've owned a half a dozen of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
For that you can remember.
It's a sticker. It's $70,000 for a 495 horsepower out of factory with so many bells and whistles.
We have our first contestant.
Then we have level 2, 3, and 4 on that car, but it's $70,000. You can't go wrong with the Chevy Corvette if you're an American muscle. Let's go to the phone line. Who do we have joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show?
Deborah Hardy.
Deborah, how are you?
I'm good. I get to talk to you. I'm excited.
I'm excited you're talking to us. You ready to play a little trivia?
Sure.
Okay.
I hope I win.
We're going to make sure you win. We're going to make sure because Deborah just sounds smart.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Deborah, what was the very first color ever painted on a car? And before you answer, all the way up until the early 1900s, cars didn't have paint on it. They come out just metal. They didn't even paint the cars. But there's the very first color car painted. In fact, Henry Ford said you can have your car painted any color you want as long as it is this color. And what would that color be?
No. Green.
No, it is not.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
She's not finished.
I wasn't finished.
Okay.
I was thinking green. I'm going to say white.
No, it's not white. But here's the thing. I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
Because we just want to have winners on the show, and you're just a winner calling it. What is the opposite of white?
Black.
Black. There you go.
That's the color.
Yeah, cars were only painted black because it was thick, it was heavy, it was simple, and it didn't take away from the labor. It did slow down production, and it wasn't until after 1923 that they added another color, and that'll be our next trivia question. So, Deborah, thanks for calling in. Dave, if you'll get Deborah's phone number, and then I'll give you a call once I get off air, and we'll send you out a gift card.
Thank you.
And thanks for being brave enough to call in and play the game. See how easy it is, and everybody should know that.
Everybody's going to win. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for joining us, Deborah. All right, let's keep moving. Number 2, the 2026 Nissan Murano. Nissan was going to do away with the Murano. They have redesigned this thing, and I got to tell you what, if you were blindfolded and somebody put you in there and nowhere inside did it say Nissan, you would say, wow, I'm in a luxury vehicle. There was no way you could know what it was. Everything was blocked off, and you get in that vehicle and you sat down, you would go, this is nice. And then you get out and drive it, and the look, the feel, the fit, the finish goes right along with that drive. My buddy Justin Crane at Burleson Nissan, 35 in Renfro Road. Go see him and drive the Murano. People think you got to spend $70,000, $80,000 for This thing starts at 41 grand, and it is well equipped. The leather in this thing I really, really, really like. I mean, Nissan is now with their new CEO, they are moving the needle. They didn't join forces with Honda. They're doing their own thing. A lot of makes and models, a lot of makeovers. The new totally redesigned Sentra. You got the new Rogue coming out. They got 3 cars under $25,000 brand new. But if you want to jump up there and drive a luxury vehicle, on average, when I compared everything that was on the Nissan Murano to all the other products out there, it's like $20,000 less. People say, well, it's a Nissan. You need to stop that. Stop saying, well, Nissan could never be a luxury vehicle. You're wrong, in my opinion. When you look at the Murano and you look at the Armada, I mean, my gosh, these things are nice, nice, nice. And then we talk about resale value. Well, how does it compare? They got great residuals. And residuals is a tall tale sign of every product. So drive the Murano. And the last of the 3, and I drove every one of these, and this is one of the best buys out there for the money, is the 2026 Kia Sportage. And, you know, I'm on all these neighborly groups, and I hear someone says, hey, I'm looking at a Kia, and I go, oh, it's a piece of junk, and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're back in the 90s, we called it a disposable car, because you could get very, very, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 cars. Then you had to add air conditioning and stereo and, you know, and jump it up to whatever. Now, Kia puts a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on it. And the folks over at Classic Kia Carrollton, I was talking to Alan Glover yesterday. They're cooking hot dogs and hamburgers, celebrating anybody that wants to come by. They're putting $1,000 discount additionally for any military and drive the Sportage, $28,900. This thing is loaded. I mean, it is not a bare bones vehicle. It is loaded for $28,900 for an SUV. And so those are my top 3 that I drove. I spent time in. I went through them for you, the listener, opened up the doors, laid down the seats. Well, you could on the Corvette. But your 2026 Corvette starting at 70 grand. I just love that car. I miss my car. And the 2026 Nissan Murano, for you luxury vehicle buyers, I'm telling you, spend the time, go to Burleson Nissan or your local Nissan dealership if you're out of the DFW area, and drive that vehicle. And then the Kia Sportage over at Classic Kia Carrollton, everything about that rig. I like the design. Just the look of it is a good looking rig, you know, and I've told everybody for, you know, my 22 years on air is I'm a visual guy. And if I really like the way it looks, I'm kind of go opposite what I tell you, the consumer, because I don't keep cars that long, is I'm buying it. If it's a good looking car and it rides and drives and handles well, if it does have a low residual, I really don't care. I'm buying it. But these cars all have good residual, good resale, and they're great, great automobiles. All right. 800-281-8255. You heard Deborah. She's going to be receiving a gift card coming up. Bo knows here at the bottom of the hour. And then when we come out of the break, we're going to be jumping back into more car talk and trivia and a lot of questions from you, the consumer, while you're out there shopping. Remember, if they won't let you take it to a mechanic, don't buy the car. If you're buying from an individual, you definitely want to get a couple of sets of eyes on that vehicle. Remember, they're saying 250,000 flood cars right now rotating around the great state of Texas being sold. And it doesn't say it'd been a flood car. And then if you remember a few years back when they took away the paper plates to go to metal plates, they were putting bogus plates on cars with bogus inspection stickers, and they were bad buckets of bolts. Bad buckets of bolts. And people were buying them. And then I was getting all these phone calls going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let's be preventive. Go to theautomotiveedge.com, send me your name and number, and you will not get ripped off. That's my guarantee. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. Coming up here at the bottom of the hour, only Bo knows here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
Clear.
Clear to partly cloudy.
Something like that.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
And everybody holds their breath.
Yeah, even me.
Yeah, my insurance company is right now listening.
They're tuned in. They're dialed in for sure. Thanks everybody for being a part of our broadcast this morning here on 100.7 FM, The Word, along with Dave Martin, our producer, and
Howdy.
and Kurt Chase, the host, and myself, Big Wheels Bo Caldwell, here on every Saturday morning from 9 to noon. Be sure and like and share the broadcast if you don't mind, and be sure and go to YouTube and search the Automotive Edge Radio Show and subscribe to the channel. That
We're going
way-
to do the show like this so I look like your bodyguard.
I look like I'm in the second grade. Yeah, teacher, I got to raise my hand and answer questions.
Hey, Dave, you have my cell number, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I'll
just-
text them to you.
All right, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I even knew the answer to that question you asked.
Well, you know, a lot of people didn't realize that when they built cars, they just came out sheet metal.
Just metal looking?
Metal. Didn't even paint.
Well, I bet that rusted out pretty quick.
You'd have to worry about waxing it.
You didn't have to worry about nothing for very long.
Yep. And they said, why? And I said, it was all about production.
There you go. To get it out quicker.
Yeah. Get them on the road. And they said, well, if we paint them, man, it's going to slow things down. We're not going to be able to build as many. But what if we just did them all one color and just sent up the paint that way?
That helps.
Yeah.
And black is always beautiful. I mean, if it comes out right, it's really the best looking color when it's clean. Although it's pretty nasty looking when it's not.
Well, you know what? I saw this old car they were storing them in. They were just breaking off hunks of this thick black paint. And then you realize how thick it was back then. It was lead paint too. And you're
Did
going,
they dip it?
Yeah, it's sprayed on.
Sprayed?
Yeah.
Are they dipping them now?
No, they're sprayed.
Still spraying?
Yep.
I thought at one time they dipped them.
They dipped them to purify the metal.
Oh, okay. But not the paint.
No.
Okay. Learn something new every day here, Fisco.
Yep.
Every single day.
So Memorial Day weekend.
So what's your favorite thing on when you're barbecuing? Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hamburgers.
Yeah, hamburgers. But I throw a hot dog.
I like the hot dog, but the hamburger is my favorite.
You see, I'm the opposite. During the holidays, I enjoy a good Hebrew National.
Oh, well, that's the best hot dog known to man out there.
Now, on your hot dog, what do you put on it?
I put mustard, and I like to load it up. I like cheese. I like onions. I like
relish?
chili. I put relish on it. I load it
Do
up.
you remember Chow Chow?
I remember that stuff.
Yeah. Chow
It
Chow
was good.
relish. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I like the relish. I like the cheese. I like the onions. I like the chili.
Yeah, see, I don't put cheese on my dog.
It's just
I
nice.
definitely don't put chili on my dog.
And I hope nobody puts some mayonnaise on there.
I
But
prefer mustard, but every once in a while I'll do the mayonnaise.
do you? Wow.
Here, let
Yeah,
me tell
it's
you what you do
ketchup
with
that I'm
mayonnaise.
out on.
Yeah, I won't
no
do ketchup on a dog.
And I don't like it. And that's what they load up the kids with, just ketchup in the bun. I'm going like, man, you got to teach these kids how to eat a hot dog. Just
Hey,
quit.
Dave, you want a good hamburger?
Yes.
Take and put for, if you're doing, let's say you're cooking burgers for you and some buddies, for each pound, put a heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise in the burger.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll take that advice.
And mix that with, whatever seasoning and everything. It will keep it moist, juicy as well.
Awesome. You're up.
Bo.
Yeah, we are here. And this is the Bo Knows segment here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show. We are an automotive show, and we do some different things along the way, and hopefully that you'll enjoy these things. We'll be getting back to more car talk here after the Bo Knows segment, and we're here every Saturday morning from 9 to noon here on 100.7 FM, The Word. Now, Bo knows. Now, one of the things that I thought about over the last couple of days is that I wished I knew than what I know now.
Oh,
Same.
And and there's just so many things out there that I know we all know can relate to about that, hindsight's 2020 kind of stuff. But I was thinking a little bit more of things that I had at one time that turned out to be very valuable or worth some dollars. And I don't know if you ever saw Back to the Future, but
sure.
When he had that almanac, he was betting because he had that thing was able to win all that money. And it's just trying to think, why wouldn't we didn't know what those values were? And I'm going to start out with a small one here. And I'm a musician. If anybody didn't know who I am, I've been with the radio show here on the Automotive Edge for about 8 years. And I played music for a lot of years, professional since I was 18, and basically retired about a year ago. But my first guitar was a Sears and Roebuck Silver Tone.
Wow.
Silver Tone. It was around 1960. And I got it for Christmas, and I'm guessing my parents probably paid $25 for it at the most. And they're saying now that could be worth up to $700 if you had a good value, quality one. So that was one that I wished I still had. And not only that, just to have it, like it's a Sears and Roebuck Silver Tone, just to hang it on the wall. So yeah, that was my first guitar ever. And I don't think things like that, it just bypasses you. Another one was my first vehicle was a 1965 Volkswagen Bug.
Oh.
I bought it from
awesome.
I bought it from my father, and I think it was about $250-$300 he sold it to me for. I made payments on it. Well, Kurt, you probably know what those things are worth now from me.
They're bringing all the money. They're bringing rain.
They say if they're in really good shape, it could be $25,000 to $35,000.
Yep.
And on average,
now that was a standard, wasn't it? No, these young people don't know how to drive a standard.
Yeah, it's standard shift, which means you had to shift it in gear, go to first,
Four
second,
on the floor.
4 on the floor is what they were, and you could push the sucker started. You didn't even need a starter, just push it, and get it going, and you'd be going all the time. And Kurt's got stories about that. And that's what I wished I could have kept that.
Yeah.
I mean, you just didn't know. I traded in for a 71 Super Beetle and got, I don't know, $100 trade on it. Going like, wow, how crazy is that?
Even if you pushed it in.
Even if you pushed it, I think I did. It was leaking oil pretty bad. But anyway, those are things that could be fixed. And if I still had it, it was in great shape. And another one of those things you wish you knew, right?
Yep.
Now, this one is the all-time kick in the rear end. My first bass guitar that I bought was a 1963 Hofner Paul McCartney identical bass, except it was right-handed, not left-handed. I bought it for $300 with the case and everything, brand spanking new. You have any idea what those things are selling for now?
10 grand.
Right on target. 10 grand. And I traded it because I didn't really care for it for another bass that I got maybe $100 for the trade. And I'm going like, how does that happen? How did I not see that? To where that thing, because it was Paul McCartney's the style of bass, it was what he played all the time. If you watched any television stuff in the 60s, he was playing that bass, that exact bass, and I let it go. And so it just keeps going on and on, just things. And they say that there's billions of dollars out there that people are sitting on that they don't know they have.
Sure.
So if you still had that, would you take the monetary value or would it be a collector's item for you?
Well, that'd be a hard call, wouldn't it? That's a tough question. If I still had it, I'd probably keep it so that we go up to 15,000. Maybe I might look at it then, but I have a purple base right now that somebody sitting next to me is trying to squeeze it out of
No,
me.
we're not squeezing out of it. It's mine.
It's a very, very.
I know I can beat up your son. I don't know about your wife.
That might be a tough.
You know, she was a professional wrestler, so it'd be a real ugly
Yeah,
thing.
she would.
But
It would be a tough, but you probably could take her. I guess.
I don't think. Maybe I can outrun her. I don't know. I wouldn't chance it.
But these are things that we look at. I had an electric train back in the day.
Oh yeah.
What a great item. And they say the Barbie dolls are like there's original Now I never had a doll, so don't get me wrong. This is not one of the things I had, but
Sure.
But if I knew what was going to be valued at, I would have got this. I would have wanted one for Christmas, and it's called the number one ponytail is what it was called. That was the original Barbie, and they're saying that thing is worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Now, why would you pay that kind of money for a doll?
Just to
say you had it.
Just think all the pieces of all the cards we opened up, and all we cared about was the gum.
It's true.
And didn't care about the cards.
And the cards are worth thousands of dollars now if you had the right card.
3 minutes.
So, do you have, what's some of the things that you had, Kurt? That
Stretch Armstrong.
Oh yeah.
I just saw an original Stretch Armstrong. I'm watching these guys at the auction bid this thing. I was shocked with an original in the box. And that was the whole thing, is that all the things that were in the box. And then you go back, I was working at JCPenney's when Star Wars came out, and the people that kept the certain Star Wars, oh my gosh, there were thousands and thousands. And they went in and spent, $6-7 getting it.
That's one of the things that are really popular right now is anything Star Wars. But another thing is vintage records.
Yeah.
And they say that, this happened in 2015 when Elvis Presley was 18 years old. His first recording from 1953, the first one, sold for, what do you think?
Who?
Elvis Presley.
Oh.
When he was 18 years old, his first recording.
100,000.
$300,000.
Yeah.
So, people are setting on things that they don't know they've got. You might want to start scrolling through there and see. And they're saying the Buddy Holly and Little Richard and Elvis records are. And how about you remember the Mad magazine?
Oh, yeah.
With Edward, what was his name? Alfred B. Newman?
Oh, yeah.
Alfred G. Newman.
Oh, yeah.
All those kind of things that we just tossed.
Yeah.
Trashed. I mean, all these things.
Well, they said if hindsight was 20/20, we'd all be wealthy and happy.
Then that's what I'm getting at, is that we just don't know. And another question I was going to ask is, what do you think the generation now has that in 60 years might be what we're talking about?
Wow. Great question.
1 minute.
Great question. I guess
you've got grandkids that are young that
Pokemon or
Pokemon.
I mean, all the games are online now, so there's not, where you collect the, the beta things or the arcade
Nintendos and the Wii's, all that kind of stuff.
Great question. I don't know with the technology out there what has been made that's so singular or so special,
prevalent to have that 60 years from now.
What a great question.
And I didn't think of anything either.
Yeah, because coins, they're getting rid of the penny. Penny's gone.
Right. So that's it. That's the Bo Knows segment for this week, and hope that you enjoyed that. And we'll have another one next Saturday morning. So appreciate you tuning in. We're going to take a break right now, and don't go away. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Good morning, my dear friend Deborah. How are you?
The Gonzalez?
Yep.
The Deborah Gonzalez.
The Deborah Gonzalez.
Man, that person never changes.
Not the.
Yeah, it's not the.
Yeah.
The.
Well, but I'm not going to read that one out loud, Charlie, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with
that.
There
was one, they just sold a collection of those on TV for $105,000, and it was one of the very first editions in a box for blah, blah, blah. I love the guy that I don't know what the name of the show is, but he goes in these houses where they had hoarders. And he goes through and he figures out how much to clean it out, and then they split the money. And he just went through a house, and they had all those magazines in there, And then the guy didn't believe in banking. They found $80,000 in cash.
Wow, you've talked about a lot of people having
$5,000 bundles everywhere,
Wow.
and the trash was 6 foot deep.
Now, Graham, if you're listening to the show this morning, do not start tearing the walls out at my house because you're only going to find insulation.
Yeah, you know what, Mike? Great one. Had over 100 concert T-shirts. I saw that one of the very first Grateful Dead T-shirts went for $25,000.
It's just insane, the stuff that's so valuable out
And then
there.
the first line of Beach Boy T-shirts, they were showing them in auction. I'm like, unbelievable.
And I was raised with a young lady in church.
What do they call the Grateful Dead followers? There was a name.
Deadheads?
Deadheads, yeah. And the stuff they're bringing up, unbelievable.
So this young lady I grew
Filthy Fortunes. Thank you very much, whoever sent that to me. That's it. You got to watch that show, Filthy Fortunes.
Okay.
So this guy, they call him, and he goes all over the United States, and he walks in. He's like, they had to put this last one. They had to put on hazmat outfits, and he's going through it, and he finds gold and diamond. He's the one that found all that cash.
Wow.
And he goes to the son, and no, the nephew, the uncle had passed away, and he goes, we found all this cash. My uncle didn't believe in banking.
Wow.
And you wouldn't believe the stuff they found. G.I. Joes that were worth a ton.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just stuff out there that people just threw away, got rid of, didn't want anymore.
A buddy of mine, his best friend that I didn't know growing up, he took and every car that he was done with, his grandfather and dad took and put in a barn.
Wow, how smart.
And then they get this. Then they cleaned the barn, sealed the barn, put an AC in the barn where it was climate controlled, and started working on these cars. And he had
results are sent directly to your email.
You would not
That's
believe. Road runners, Daytonas, and the guy came in. He goes, "What would you do?" And he goes, "I'll give you $1.2 million for the cars in that garage."
Wow.
You're up.
But see, that was a smart move. I didn't have those kind of smart moves. I threw all my crap away.
I can't see who that is. Can you see who that is?
Where?
On the Hey You?
Oh, that sent that to Deborah. I said hi to her.
Oh, okay. Well, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. Let us help. Almost $50,000 saved over the last 2.5 weeks. Almost 50,000. I'm still getting people going, you're not going to believe this. I went in there, and one guy told me my car was worth 20. I went to the dealer, and I got $26,500 for the car. You need to know
before you go.
I'm telling you, what you think is a good deal may be a good deal, but what if it was a great deal? What if it was a better deal?
And why wouldn't you want to know? This is the question I always ask and bring up probably every week, at least once or twice. If it's free, there's no charge, and all you got to do is go to theautomotiveedge.com, go to message Kurt, and say, I have this particular vehicle. Could you help me determine what you think the value of that is before I go try to trade it or sell it? Simple. It's that simple. Kurt will get back in touch with you, get all the data from you, the VIN numbers and the mileage and the shape and all that, and we'll get you a real close ballpark figure so that when you go to trade or do anything, and we'll help you get it done. Not just have you go, but he's got people out there that will buy this car from you.
Well, hey, we got the trivia lines open for the rest of the show. So if you want to call in and play a little bit of trivia with us.
Are you going to ask the questions, or are you still going to keep it the way it is?
For a gift card? I don't know. Well, you're not going to lose.
Let's try one. Let's try to ask the question, and the first caller gets the card.
Okay, here's something I want to do before we do that. Okay. If you could name a car, now here's the deal. No numbers and no letters. I don't like that. I think it's ridiculous, other than the F-150.
Yeah, me too.
Leave it alone. Yeah. XJ37, right 52 on 3.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Stop all that. If you could name a car, what would you name the car? And we did this years ago, and the number one car everybody voted for was the Robert.
I remember that. We did that.
And that was from a buddy of mine, Robert. And just think Robert. And so anyway, if there was a name that you could put on a car, what would that name be? Post it. You got the Automotive Edge, you got Shifting Gears, you got Facebook, you got YouTube, whatever, however you're watching this, LinkedIn. Post, what would you, if a manufacturer came to you and said, you get to put the name on the back of a car, what would that name be?
What is one of yours?
I don't know. I was sitting there thinking about it.
Mine would be Excalibur.
Oh, now that's nice.
How about that? That's got a little pizzazz to it, doesn't it?
I like that. It's like a big SUV.
Yeah. Excalibur, baby. And then you could do it with the X caliber. Don't have it spelt out. Just have Excalibur.
Well, actually, I did. I was thinking trucks yesterday. I went Commando.
That's cool. I like that. Then you could drive it going Commando.
Oh, boy. There's that guy that we all know and love. There's the guy we know and love.
Again.
Yeah. Beep.
Did you?
Okay. Hey, all right. I'm going to do a trivia. And if you call in with the answer, we'll give you a gift card. I'm going to just do one. Bo said do this. What was the second color produced on a car? We know the first one was black. Henry Ford come out and said, we're going to make this one. We're going to put this color out there. What was the second color produced on the automobiles back in the 1920s? Call us in 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255 for a gift card. We'll let you go ahead and cheat and pull it up on Google or whatever.
They got to get to the phone too.
That's right. First caller, 800-281-8255. While we're doing that, I want to let everybody know again that your credit score doesn't always delegate a high interest rate. It doesn't. This was a fantastic half the month. What are we on what's today? The 23rd. So we're 3/4 done with the month. I have 9 people, get this, 9 with a credit score below 650, several below 620 that left the dealership with a prime interest rate and couldn't believe it. I said, quit walking into the dealership going, I don't know my credit. What can you do for me? Hey, what can you help me with? And you get all excited because you're getting a brand new or pre-owned automobile, still new to you, and you get approved and you focused on the payment and you're not focused on the interest rate, and you go, I'll take the car. Or you're desperate because your car broke down. You're in immediate need. You don't have time to wait. You got to get to work. And you just go in and you just give up the farm. Stop. I'm telling you what, one couple had me just about in tears when they told me their story. We got them with a dealership, and the best rate they had at 2 places was $14.99. And he goes, we just got to pull the trigger. I went time out. We spent time. We talked to them. I took them to a different dealership, and they left at 5.9%, 9 points lower, 5.9%.
Wow! And you say it's like about $30 per point
per thousand.
Per thousand.
It's you're $30 per thousand, but you go $10 to $12 per point.
Okay.
And so, but then, and get this, we shortened the term by a year.
Yeah, that's awesome too.
So we took it from 72 to 60 months and from 14.99 to 5.9. And I was like, if you can put a little bit more money down, you can shorten it by a year and drop your rate 9%. It's huge.
That's a lot.
But somebody took time to go, hey, what happened here?
And that affects your payoff. See, it's not just the value of the vehicle, but if you've got a high interest rate, that's tacked on to the payoff of that vehicle. So at the end of that, getting close to the term where you want to trade it, that's included. That whole package of the payoff is with that percentage that high. So that's a little rough.
And there was a couple of people that were they were happy to get a car. There wasn't really anything there for us to help them with because they took out some credit cards. and let them go bad. And then they got reestablished again, took out more, ran them up, let them go back. And the bank's like, this is just not a good candidate for a good rate. It's just not. And they had good job time and good residency, but they just kept running up these stinking credit cards. And the banks were like, time out. This is continually happening. So, and then there are some people that one of the big challenges for you, the consumer, is if you go into credit counseling. And once you go into credit counseling and you turn everything over to those folks, the lenders don't like it because they realize that if they finance you a car, they can throw that car into credit counseling. And with the lender knowing it, and then you start making minimal payments versus the full payments, the banks don't like it. Some will still go, well, hang on, here's what we'll do, or here's how much we'll finance, or here's what we're going to need to do, where their bank is in an extreme equity situation in order to sign off on, we'll do that note. But I'm telling you, have somebody else look at that car deal. And I am blessed to have these people contact me and go, hey, is this a good deal? And didn't jump right in it. And there was 2 of them that were good deals, except for the interest rate. And there was a couple of them that we had to sit there and go through the buyer's order and go put a line through it. That's a good price. That's a good price. Now tell them to take that offer.
And it's a blessing to you to know that, right?
Yeah.
It's, I think, kind of been a ministry for you to realize
that. Yeah, it's always a ministry when you're helping.
Yeah, when you give that person, then you feel good about doing that to somebody, and you know that they won and everybody won, the dealers won, they won, you won. What better way to do that? And the best way to do that is go to the automotiveedge.com and connect with Kurt.
Yeah, and it was great.
So what if you're trying to build credit? Is it buying a car a way to go about doing that if you have no credit built?
Well, if you have no credit, you're going to need a co-signer. Or you wind up going to a tote the note. X amount of those don't even report to Equifax or TransUnion or Experian. And so buying a car, you need a co-signer. If you're a college grad, you're pretty much going to get in as long as you don't have derogatory credit. But just walking in with no credit trying to buy a car is darn near impossible. You need mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, brother or sister to jump on board with you for a few years and get you established. But I did get to see one of the couples at the dealership, and he goes, so what do we owe you? I said, nothing. I said, a handshake, hug, or a prayer. And he put his arm right in front of his wife. He goes, you're not hugging my wife. And I went, that's not what I meant. It's just a generic statement that we made. He goes, so I shook his hand, and he gave me kind of a man bump. And then she goes, I'll say a prayer for you. I'm like, I'm in. Winner, chicken.
So you're going to add a man bump to the thing too, hug, prayer. And
well, guys, do you know why guys shake hands and then put their arm around?
No.
Because if you do it, think about it.
Right.
You do this, and then now you're using the forearm to keep the distance.
Oh, 1 minute.
Block.
Yeah.
I don't even think that way. That's
and so a buddy of mine goes, you know why they do that? He goes, yeah, it's called the man bump. And I went, and I didn't think about it, but then the other day, we're at our Wednesday night Bible study, and all the guys that came up, they do that. You figure you shake the hand, then you turn your arm.
I don't do that. I'm hugging you, buddy. You just like it or lump it. And the person I would hug if he was here would be Dan Smith. He says, good morning, gents. What a great gentleman there. Go see it. Yeah, Louisville Volkswagen.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, and smoking deals on new and pre-owned Volkswagen. I did a commercial with him. It's being played. I got some pictures we're posting. Check him out. Dan Smith, Louisville Volkswagen.com. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Clear.
Well, we didn't get a call on that question.
Unbelievable.
Although I don't remember the answer to that either. I'll have to look it up. Oh, see, I don't remember us ever talking about that.
Yep.
See, oh, there you go. So
and it was one of the worst colors because as time went on, after years,
faded.
They had problem with fading, oxidation, and discoloration. That was one of the worst colors. If you think about it, back in the 80s and stuff, going through all the cars, there wasn't a lot of that color out there.
Was it dark or light?
Dark.
Okay.
Lots of problems with it. and only 2 companies got it right eventually. But boy, they had more people coming back going, "Hey, look at the top of my truck, look at the hood of my car, look at the trunk of my car," and it was always that color.
Mm.
You go figure.
Well, there you go. Still a gift card out there for you if you want to call in when we come back off the break and answer that question. What was the second color that was ever put on vehicles other than black?
Yepper.
And you get a gift card, and the gift cards are good. Don't let it get away from you.
Yeah, because if not, I will use them. I'm telling you, I'll use them.
I'm going to grab a couple on the way out.
You got to remember to grab some food on the way out.
I do. I'm thinking about that already.
You don't want to forget this.
No,
I cooked some food the other day that was just
I can't wait.
Lights out.
Yeah, I'm going to send my wife off a lot if you're going to make those things for me when she's gone every Saturday. But it's actually a beautiful day today here in North Texas. It's just a little cloudy, like kind of partly cloudy. Now, high's only going to be 84 degrees. So, I mean, what a wonderful weekend in store here for the North Texas area. So I hope that if you're traveling over the weekend that you be safe and take it easy and don't do the things that I'd probably do out there. Just be calm and relaxed. And, you know, if you're out there on the freeways, if somebody starts getting, you know, ridiculous with you, just let them go.
Hit the brakes.
Don't engage. That's the worst thing you can do is try to get into that
road rage
argument on the freeway and a road rage capacity, because it's not going to end well for one of you. And the crazy things that happen out there is, I just see stuff all the time when I was in Houston going down that way. I mean, I think I told you about that last week where this car was had moved in front of this guy, but way in front. And that guy just got so mad that when there was this right turn only kind of thing. And it was in a really nice SUV. I mean, I can't remember what it was, but he just stormed right back up in front of that guy.
And then they hit their brakes.
And everything just went completely. Yeah. And I'm going, why?
I used to be that way.
Why?
Why would
you?
Off,
but now, but he didn't cut him off. There was plenty.
I know, but I'm saying now I let it go.
You have to.
I mean, sometimes I get around people, slow drivers or people on their cell phones drive me nuts.
And slow in the left lane, all those kind of
things. Or
things.
they're sitting on their phone and the light turns green and they're still whistling Dixie. You know, you got to womp.
Well, I understand. Get frustrated within your own confine, in your own bubble. Don't take that outside.
Just talk to Jesus.
Yeah. Take the CBD too. That helps too. Between that and Jesus, you'll be riding good. just.
Well, didn't I can't remember the girl's name. She's on one of those singing shows.
Kelly
Jesus
Clarkson.
Take the Wheel.
Oh, was that Kelly Clarkson?
No.
Oh, I was.
She's married to the hockey player. She's on
Somebody Help Us.
American Idol. She's one of the Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood. Okay.
There we go. Jesus Take the Wheel. There you go. Take the wheel, Jesus.
And now these cars can drive by themselves, so you don't even need Jesus.
But you see, they just turned off all the whammos.
What do you mean whammos?
Self-driving car taxis.
Oh, that
because they showed one went in the water, flood,
correct,
and then the other one stopped in front of the rising water and backed up traffic all the way. There's no one in the car to get it going.
Yes,
and they're calling Whammo, going, "Hey," he goes, "that car's not moving in that water," and all these cars are going around it. It was so anyway. They're
thank you, Michael. Yeah, Carrie Underwood.
They're putting a kibosh on it until they upgrade some software, but.
I think you need Jesus more than any other place in a vehicle. I think that's the number one spot besides needing him all the time. Vehicles are really placed to where I
give a lot of the, your wife gave me one, the little Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought a bunch of them and I keep them in my car and I walk up and go, "Here, get your little Jesus today."
You know, when I did my financial paperwork at the Freeman Toyota, Chance, who did that in the finance, he said, when we got all done, he said, "Now we're all done, but here, we all need a little Jesus, and he gave me one to put in the.
Yeah, I gave him one, and now he's giving them away.
There you go. Well, I probably got yours. So
Yeah.
Jesus is getting around.
Yep. I got them in my office. I keep them in my car, and I hand them out.
Yeah.
Somebody can always use a little Jesus.
Yeah.
Because everywhere I go, it's amazing. I was at the grocery store the other day, and the lady goes, "How are you?" And I went, "Greatest day of my life." She goes, "Why?"
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons if you think about it for
"It's a great day
5
in your
seconds.
life." She goes, "Yeah, right." I said, "Well, on the way over here, I saw a guy standing there with a sign, and he was just all dirty, worn out clothes." She goes, "He's faking it. He went home to a nice house." And, no matter what I said, it was, I had to go get her a little Jesus. And the thing about it is you just don't know where that person is. And,
No.
but you know what? I love the Kroger by our house. I love those people. I shop there all the time. I do all the grocery shopping.
That's cool.
And, and I keep a bag of them. I just got another bag of them, and I keep one in my pocket, and you just never know.
Yeah. It's
But
nice.
the dead Jesus
SRN program begins in 10 seconds.
Jesus revival is on the move.
Yeah.
Without a crisis going on.
It needs
we
to
got
be.
the Iranian thing going on, but they're coming back.
Yeah. AOC is after us too.
Welcome to the AutomotiveEdge.com stadium. It's the bottom of the ninth inning with 2 out, man on third, and Team Consumers are behind by 1 run.
We need to get the airplane one.
Consumers is Kurt Chase. The count is full.
Remember we had the airplane one here?
Waiting for the side.
Yeah.
He goes to the stretch. Here's the
Can't
pitch.
find it.
I couldn't either. But I bet Dan has.
On center field.
He
It's
doesn't have
going, gone. 2-run homer. Another great walk-off win for Team Consumer by Kurt Chase.
You're up.
AutomotiveEdge.com.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, the show that helps you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, body shop. Let us get involved and help you. Doesn't cost you anything. And here's the thing, I'm going to keep telling you, I don't broker deals. In fact, Bo got his new car, and the salesman called me and says, "Hey, who do I make this referral out to?" I went, "Nobody." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You don't pay me." He goes, "What do you mean?" "Let me try this again. You don't pay me." He goes, "Man, I'm liking this." That comes out of his pay plan. No. But since you sold the car, go do something nice for somebody. Pay it forward. And Charlie Brown was Charlie Brown. That didn't work out well. But Charlie Davis, Brown was not the second color to come out of the car from the manufacturers. But appreciate that guess. You got to call in. How are you going to get a gift card, Charlie, if you don't pick up the phone and call in?
And if you've just joined us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show, we're here every Saturday from 9 to noon, and we're doing giveaways, gift card giveaways right now.
To the top of the hour.
And if you just call in at 800-281-8255, the question is, black was the very first color.
What was second?
And what was the second that a manufacturer, was it Ford? Was that who actually did it? Or the second color that was actually put on a vehicle after black?
Yep.
In the beginning, back in
And
the
Henry Ford was the person in 1923 said you can have any color as long as you want black.
Right. And that was the first color.
That's
but
right.
Then they came out with another color, the second color. What was that color? If you call in with that color answer.
Yeah, I'll send you a gift card. Or if you want the gift card to go to one of our teachers, we're helping teachers during the summer school. Whatever you want to do, but these are nice gift cards. You'll really enjoy it.
I promise you, they're nice. And if you don't want to take the chance, if you even take the chance, I think you'll win.
That's right. Hey, if it's a Toyota, it's Freeman Toyota. Bo just picked up his new Corolla over there. 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract, free. Get more, pay nothing. Always at Freeman Toyota. If you go to freemantoyota.com, take a look at all their specials. Off the hook. Great lease specials because you got one of the top resale products in the world. Great retail programs, great APRs, huge discounts on the Tundras. And why not buy from a place that's going to give you a free 7-year, 100,000-mile service contract? And with Toyota Care, you get 2 years Toyota Care. And then on the third year, he's going to throw in another oil change and tire rotation. If you don't think that he wants to keep a customer loyal base and satisfaction after the sale, you will not find it anywhere else. The average Dieter's charging $2,000 for what he's giving away. Free. Always get more and pay nothing on the affordable side of the Metroplex, FreemanToyota.com. So here's some in the news for you. Stellantis, who said we're going to turn things around because Stellantis has gotten very expensive. When you take a look at the Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram average vehicle, $40,000 or more, it's going up. And they're going, hang on, we got to get back in the game. So Stellantis is now coming out. Get this, 3 new pickup trucks coming out very soon. And one of them blows me away. And I dig the name of it. You remember the Dodge, the little red truck?
Yeah.
Had the stacks coming out of the bed. That became the redneck thing to do.
All right. Exactly.
Now they're coming out. They had the Dodge, the little red truck. They had the Express, the Ram SRT. Now they're coming out with the Rumblebee. Not the Bumble, the Rumblebee. Get
That's
this.
kind of cool.
SRT V8, 777 horsepower.
That's
How do
why
you
it's
like
called
me,
Rumble, because it's going to rumble like those WWE rumbles, what do they call them?
Yeah, get this. The Rumblebee SRT is powered by a 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 Hellcat engine.
A Hemi?
Hellcat engine.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Rumble.
Yeah, it is definitely going to do
I got to
that.
get my hands on
And
one.
that's not the right color, Dan. He said silver and give it to a teacher. It's not. And call in.
Yeah.
With the answer. Don't just text us or do
The
it.
lineup starts with a 395 horsepower that's equipped with a 5.7 liter Hemi. And then it's followed by a 470 horsepower Rumblebee 392 with a 6.4 liter Hemi.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Then you have the track pack with the performance upgrades over the standard 392. And it debuts in late 2026. Wow. And all the other variants are coming out in 2027. How
crazy
cool is that?
Yeah, the American muscle is back, baby.
Yep. And so their numbers are coming up. Stellantis was in a lot of trouble. Their vehicles got very, very expensive, and a lot of people were backing off. You saw a lot of manufacturers going 84 months on financing. I don't get it, but they're coming out with another vehicle, adding in the line pickup with a smaller truck. If you remember, Dodge had the Dakota for a very, very, very long time. And then, they had the Ram, then they remodeled the Ram. And I was there in the early 90s where they took the flat nose, rounded it off. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't, but it wound up being the deal because the other manufacturers followed with this new design front end after Ram did it in the early 90s. Then they had the Dakota, and then they had the single cab, the extra cab, then the four-door Dakota. And then they started putting the V8s in the Dakotas, and people bought them up left and right. Well, now they want to come out with a truck that competes with the Maverick. The Ford Maverick's killing it. It's just doing really, really, really well. And you're looking to see the old Datsun B2200 kind of truck. That's not what that Maverick looks like at all. Well, Stellantis is like, you know what? That's a big market to jump into. When you look at what Tacoma sales are doing, when you look at what the Nissan Frontier is doing, the Colorado, the Canyon, that truck lineup is doing really, really, really well. So now Stellantis is like, hey, we're coming in. We want in on it. Their sales are booming. They're picking up the pace. They got a new leader in charge, and I can't wait to see, because I'm a truck guy. I don't have boats or trailers. I don't go camping. I don't haul anything. I'm a Home Depot, Lowe's kind of guy. And whenever you have a truck, you always get extra friends too, because they're always needing help. But I'm really excited what Stellantis is going to do, because our average vehicle is over 40, and by 2030 they're going to have a whole new lineup, 13 new vehicles coming out. And when I say 13 new, that a lot of that is going to be trim packages under $40,000. So anyway, here's Here's another bit of information in the news. The average market price of the vehicles went up. So we're talking about gas prices. People aren't buying cars or holding off. The average ownership is still hovering around 12 years. But now people are getting it. Eventually, Iran's going to have to wave the white flag and go, we can't do this anymore. They're going to open up the Straits of Hormuz. Things are going to drop down. But in the meantime, the sales were slowing down with the manufacturers. They were hoping to get to that 17.1. Then they went 16.5 million, 16 million, with used cars exceeding 40 million for the year. What do? Big rebates, big incentives, huge discounts. So what you will pay for a vehicle now with high gas prices will definitely be in your favor when the gas prices drop. And it's really hard for you, the consumer, to wrap your brain around that, to go, wait a minute here. I'm like, if you look at what Grapevine Dodge is doing on their Laramie, $18,000 off MSRP. I'm like, think about that. When the gas prices come down and they ramp up production, guess what? People are buying more, and then these big discounts, incentives go away, and the prices go up. So if you could save, how much money do you spend in gasoline a year? And you go, well, let me do the math here on it. And then you go, hang on, an $18,000 discount, $14,000 discounts on Jeeps.
That's a lot of gas to make up that difference.
Wow. Yeah, you'll pay the note off and still be ahead of the game. So now is really a good time on a lot of not all, but a lot of makes and models with high gas prices that you can make you one heck of a deal. And the other kicker to it is what used car values are. There's people that are going, hang on a second here. I don't want to jump into the Texas heat. I think this car is where it needs to be. And they're shocked that we bid it in March, and here it is May, and they're still getting almost the exact same amount of money. It's a good time to make that decision. Quick break. I'm Kurt Chase with the great one, Big Wilbo Carver, here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on the Word, 100.7 FM.
Clear.
All right. Here we are in North Texas.
I didn't have anybody give me any names for some new cars here. What are y'all doing there? Just sitting around, use your fingers, hit the buttons.
Call in for the gift cards. I don't understand that.
You're not going to lose. Here's the thing. You will not lose if you call in.
Yeah, you got to call in, though.
Listen about Deborah. She had 3 guesses, and the first 3 didn't count. And then she got the winning color. You're going to win.
Yes.
There are no losers on the Automotive Ed Radio Show.
Just make it happen. Give us your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Who does that song? Blondie?
Pat Benatar.
Yeah, Pat Benatar. Hit me with your best shot. So hit us with your best shot.
You ruined that whole song.
Well, then.
And you sing, too. And then you got to put that squeaky stuff in there.
Scooping around. Don't mean to ruin it. Just,
people want to hear your pipes. If you're going to sing.
I know. One of these days I'll bell it out. See what happens.
I mean, I'm a player. Also, we're missing something here. Subscribe to the Automotive Edge YouTube channel. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to the Automotive Edge Radio Show YouTube channel. We need subscribers. We want to boost these numbers. We're hitting other marketplaces. We want people to see that there really is an advocate in the auto industry. What was the guy's name that was always the big consumer advocate?
Locally here?
No, you heard about him all over the news. What was his name?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to think that he was like the consumer advocate. He's not with us anymore, and he was always the guy they went to for good investments and good buys. And I can see him plain as day, and I can't think of his name. Okay, all of you guys and gals out there that are with us, what was the big consumer advocate's name that was, the government listened to him. He was on TV. Big figure.
But I'm drawing a blank.
Goodness gracious, what was his name? Everybody listened to him when he came out and he talked about the economy and pricing, and he was that guy. What was his name? I just drew
That's a good question.
Blank.
I know we'll got some. Thank you,
Pat
Ronnie.
Benatar.
Yeah, Pat Benatar.
Okay, hey, Ron Swain, what was the guy's name that was like the guru of the economy? And everybody went to him. He was on every talk show. He was on news, all the Fox and everything. What was his name that gave the inside information? Golly, I'm going to go nuts.
The results are sent directly to your email. That's checkyourd.org.
Renault, what does that say? Renault Reliable?
Yeah, he's talking about different cars.
You're up on the road again.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Yep.
My love is making music.
Oh, these are the names he's talking about. He listed a bunch of them. Thank you, Art.
We have a call.
800-281-8255. 800-281-8255 is the number. Let's go to the Automotive Edge hotline. And who do we have with us?
You got Charlie. What's up?
Charlie, what are you doing, my brother?
Nothing. I figured I'd take another shot just for shits and giggles.
Okay, well, that's
grins and giggles,
Yes,
right? Grins and giggles,
yeah,
Charlie.
okay.
Christian Talk Radio.
Yeah, there you go. Grins and giggles. I'm sorry.
I bet
My fault.
that button probably wasn't quick enough for you, was it, Dave?
All right, Charlie, what
No,
color?
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
True blue.
Boom!
Would
There.
have been the next one.
Blue is the color.
Home run, Charlie.
Hey, I had to. I won't lie. I had to look it up because I was just too much trying to figure it out. So that was in 1923 on Chevrolet out of Oakland, California.
There you go.
Beautiful.
True blue was the color. And you know what? I was talking to Bo. Is blue was the hardest color for these manufacturers to get right without fading and oxidation and peeling. And Chevy had a big problem with it on their pickup trucks. They quit building blue pickup trucks for a period of time because they couldn't get the paint right.
Well, they still had problems with that even here recently. A few years ago, blue was a kind of an issue with
Yeah, there was a couple of models that was on the roof was discoloring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they still have problems with paint anyway because they still fade and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference if it's black, whatever color it is. Whatever kind of paint they're using doesn't work.
If you leave it out in the sun too long, for sure, weather.
Well, Charlie, I'm going to give you a call. I'm going to have to get your address again. I'm going to send you one of the new Automotive Edge Radio Show ball caps. You can pick your color and a gift card, and you and Tammy enjoy it, and I'll talk to you here shortly.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, love you, brother. Charlie Davis, my brother from another mother, and it is right. True blue. Okay, here's the next one. Are you ready? This is for another gift card. Are you ready?
We're ready. Drum roll, please.
What car line said, "I love what you do for me"?
Ooh.
What car line, their mantra?
You're talking about commercials? Just all that?
Their mantra on TV was, "I love what you do for me." 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. I love what you do for me. Which manufacturer said that? For another gift card here on the Automotive Edge, coming from the Automotive Edge Radio Show. Nothing to do with Salem Radio, strictly from the pocketbooks of Kurt and Bo. Actually, Kirk and Bo, he just wants the card.
We'll take a handful of them on the way.
That's right. 800-281-8255 is the number. And did you say that one of the guys posted some names for cars?
Yeah, Art did.
What did he say?
Let's see. He said Chenault Reliable, Chevy Let, Dodge Durable, Ford Frisky, Lamborghini Expensive, Ferrari Italiano, and Chrysler Crunch. The Crunch is kind of cool.
Crunch.
I do too.
I buy a car that says Crunch on it.
Yeah, that actually has that's got a good rhythm to it.
Thanks, Art. That's good stuff right there.
Thank you.
800-281-8255. Let's see here. I got a couple of questions. How do you get a title Or do you need the title before you can trade in the car? No. So I had one couple, they've been looking for that title for a week. A week. And I went, stop. And he goes, no, we got to have the title. We can't find the title. Look, when you go to trade in your car and you get to the dealership, they run a Twix. It's called a Twix, like the candy bar, Twix, and it tells them everything about the car. If there's a lien on the car, they're going to find out. Where'd you buy the car? They're going to find out if there's a lien. Even if some of you go out and get a title loan, it's going to show up. There's a lien on that car, okay? And then the dealer will file a lost title app. They'll file for a lost title app. And it's like, I don't know what it is now, $15-20. They'll take care of the title. So if you can't find your title and it's lost, don't worry about it. You can still trade in the car. You know what's as important as the title?
Will you have a call?
Is your extra set of keys. You have got to put that extra set of keys. I'm telling you what, that's for like $400 for an extra set of keys. $400 for that key fob to buy it and program it. And everybody wants an extra set of keys. Have your extra set of keys when you're going to trade in that car. That's money. I'm telling you, it is money because the dealer knows they're going to have to get another set, and it's going to be about $400 out of pocket. Bring your extra set of keys with that title. Let's go to the Automotive Edge hotline. Who do we have joining with us today?
Ronnie Swain.
Ronnie Swain. How are you, brother?
I'm fine. The answer to your question, I love what you do for me, is Toyota.
You are a winner. You are correct. I love what you do for me.
There you go.
Super. All right, Ronnie. I
gave it to you.
Yeah, Bo's got your information, and I'll call you on a gift card, and then we have black, gray, blue, and white, brand new. I'm wearing actually the white one here. The Automotive Edge Radio Show new ball cap.
I'm wearing the black.
And so you can pick out a hat. We'll get you a gift card and give you a call after the show and get that set up for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
buddy.
sir.
Thanks for giving us a call. I love what you do for me. That's correct.
So was it Louis Ricasser or John Bogle, Dave Ramsey, Peter Lynch? You know, those guys ring a bell about helping you with what you were talking about?
No, he was the guru. What was the guru's name that came on and everybody went to? It's not Neil. Golly, it's driving me crazy. I'm going to have to do it a break.
What year? What kind of years?
Oh, back
80s,
70s, 80s, and 90s. Everybody went to him. He was like the philosopher of the economy. Everybody.
We have another call.
Listened to him on whatever he had to say. All right, let's go to the phone lines. The Automotive Edge hotline. Who do you have with us? Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. We got you.
This is Mark Hardy.
Who's this?
All right. Mark Harty.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing?
Greatest day of my life. What's going on?
All right. I had called to answer the question.
Which the one I love what you do for me?
Yes.
Okay, we already got
Toyota.
somebody. We already got somebody that answered that. But since you called, I've got another one for you. You ready?
Okay.
Which manufacturer used the phrase "zoom zoom"?
Oh wait, man, I know that.
Okay, I'm going to give you. Let's do multiple choice. Okay.
Okay.
Was it Nissan? Was it Honda? Or was it Mazda?
If I remember correctly, I think it's Mazda.
You're a winner.
There it is. Nice.
Yep, it was 4 years ago. They dropped the Zoom Zoom, and it was their big thing to promote their new engines and systems. And Sky Active was their big thing, and it was maximizing the horsepower out of their vehicles. And you would always see the kid, and he would come on and say, "Zoom Zoom." So there you go, Mark. We're going to put you on hold. Dave will get your information. I'll give you a phone call, and we'll get that gift card out to you.
All right. Well, thank you.
You
Thanks for
bet.
listening.
God bless. Have a great weekend and stay safe. 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Clear.
I can't find it. There's names like Burton Markle, Larry Burkett.
No. His name.
I can't. I've searched all kinds of ways that, and I can't find it.
Hang on one second here.
John Bogle. None of those names ring a bell anyway. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We're here every Saturday morning, and be sure and like and share the broadcast. And the way you do that, if you're tuned in, just kind of back out of it. You'll still see us, and it's or you right down below.
Be right back.
Okay, like, share, hit the like and hit the share, and it'll go to people in your timeline that's your friends and followers, and just help everybody know. Let everybody know that we're here, so that we can get things ready for better for them, prepared for whatever their automotive needs are. So
Everybody says Milton Friedman. It was not Milton Friedman.
I don't know. I can't even think
What
of
is
anybody.
his name? Wow.
Who's the guy that used to be on Johnny Carson that was the he always was like could guess stuff, and he had all these glasses, wore these big glasses, and he was kind of funny too.
I know exactly. Why do we do this to each other?
We hurt each other all the time. All right.
Yeah, I can't. You got to keep talking. We can't both be on our
Okay, yeah, we're both on our phones looking for stuff, trying to find answers,
Yeah.
and we're
What is his name? I can see him.
Clark Howard or Warren Buffett.
No.
Oh, thank you, Dan, for that. But I can't get
This
it.
is driving me nuts.
You'll know as soon as the show's over.
I can see him, parted his hair on the side, had salt and pepper hair, always wore on like a tweed jacket, and he was so smart. I mean, this guy, everybody was like E.F. Hutton. Everybody listened when this guy talked.
Not the guy that used to live in Dallas that was on.
No. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Somebody help us.
Yeah.
We're dying here trying to know the answer.
All right. Well, I'll get off my phone.
I'm talking.
Cannot think of his name. Anyway. All right. Toyota's earliest slogan emphasized reliability and value in the 1980s with the phrase, "Oh, what a feeling." You're exactly right. Yep. And remember in Toyota, they used to jump up in the air and click their heels together and take all those pictures. And yeah. I was out with, for everybody that wants a great variety of pre-owned, I was out with Dan Smith, general manager, Louisville Volkswagen, and I was taking pictures, and I posted them on a few sites where he's got Cadillac, Tesla, Audi. He's got it all, and he's got some smoking specials on the Volkswagen. I think he's got 4 ID Buzz left.
Wow.
Let me tell you what, if you want an ID Buzz, you ain't going to get a better deal than over there with Dan. He wants them puppies gone, not because it's a bad vehicle. It's just he wants them gone. And they made an announcement what they're bringing back next year. The ID Buzz, I think they're throwing in a special red and white design that they're coming out with. But that and the leases on the Jetta, the Tiguan, the Taos, and which my favorite one?
I think the turquoise and white.
The Blue Atlas.
Oh,
car or a friend.
Oh, yeah,
Buzz
you're talking
driving
about the car. I
is
thought you
drunk
were talking about the
driving.
color of the Buzz. The Atlas.
You know what? I'm going to hang up. When we hang up today, I'm going to go nuts trying to find this guy's name.
Nobody can seem to find it.
God, what is his name?
You sure it even exists?
It's so funny. Everybody's Googling and it's never coming out.
I've Googled every which way from Sunday, and I can't get a name that even remotely.
Oh, he would predict so much of the financial futures. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. I can't get it. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out. It's the bottom of the hour, our final hour here on the Automotive Edge radio show. Remember, after 38 years in this auto industry, there's nobody I don't know on any make or model vehicle that we can't help you with. Let's say you want a classic car. We got people that can find them. We did help a gentleman the other day with a new Kubota. I did help somebody with a new Sea Ray boat.
Jimmy the Greek.
I know. I did help somebody.
Yeah, we know about Jimmy the
with
Greek.
a Harley Davidson.
That's
Another
funny,
one with a Honda Goldwing or whatever it was. And cars, lots and lots of cars. So if it has wheels, we're going to find somebody or know somebody in the industry to help you with your automotive needs. You never have to go it alone. We'll help you with your automotive needs here on the Automotive Edge radio show. Go to theautomotiveedge.com and send me an email. We had some people that were very upset out trying to buy vehicles this week, and we got them going to the right dealers. In fact, I've got a gentleman going over to see Dan. I got one headed to buy a pre-owned down in Burleson with Justin Crane. Bo just got back from Freeman Toyota. I've got a guy heading over to Freeman Honda for a Honda Pilot. I've got a gentleman heading to, golly, I got a bunch of people going out today, over to the Dodge store for a pickup truck. I've got several people. In fact, my nephew just picked up his 3/4-ton diesel over at Grapevine Ford. And I had another buddy has a business, and he picked up his new truck over at Grapevine Ford. So we can help you out. It doesn't matter the make or model. We can help you out. And when you go to the website, theautomotiveedge.com, and you click on the sponsor page and go, oh, we didn't see BMW, so we went out and winged it. Is this a good deal? I got a buddy with BMW, with Audi, with Mercedes, with Genesis. We got you covered. Cadillac got you covered. Don't think just because they're not on the website that we can't help you with that product. And we can help you with it and make sure that your automotive needs are taken care of.
I think if somebody came up with the answer to what Kurt's looking for, he might give you all the gift cards he's stressing out over.
Oh, man, I can see him playing today. It's one of those.
One of those, you see it, but you can't.
Yeah, I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m. and go, I'm going to shout his name and scare my wife.
If y'all can think of it, we're just dying here about this person back in the 70s, 80s. It was a financial guru that everybody always listened to. He had salt and pepper hair, and he was like the man that people always wanted to get.
Yeah, he was on Oprah. He was on all these different talk shows. He was on the news media.
Jerry Springer.
Nope.
Oh, we did.
Okay, here's the last trivia question, and you have to call in.
Yes, don't text us or
800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. Who was the first actor to be paid to endorse a car on TV?
Wow.
Who was the first paid actor to endorse a car on TV? How about that one? But you got to call in 800-281-8255. That's 800-281-8255. The first actor who was paid to endorse a vehicle on TV. How about that? I knew this one because I've met him before, briefly, just to walk up, hello, how you doing? So
Charles Davis says, is that Paul Tudor Jones?
Nope.
This
is
crazy, right?
I'm gonna have to do an afternoon show and come back on and go, hey, I figured it out.
Somebody needs to ask AI or somebody.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Who do we have joining us on the Automotive Edge hotline?
Hello, this is Mark Lindblom. How are you?
Mark, how are you?
I'm good. I have absolutely no idea the answer to the question, so I thought I'd call first to see if I could get in.
Okay.
I'm going to guess the first person.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well,
the first actor.
The first actor that was paid to endorse a car.
All righty.
Okay.
I would say Ronald Reagan.
No, wasn't
Ooh,
Ronald
that's a
Reagan.
good
Good guess.
though.
Okay, now I'm going to give you some hints because there's only winners on the show. Okay.
I like it. Yes,
All
sir.
right. He is now in his 90s. He starred in many, many, many shows. He has never done a Western. He has done, in one show, he was an attorney. And there was another show where him, Henry Winkler, George Foreman traveled around the United States and the world making a TV series.
Okay.
Well, okay. Now I'm going to give it away.
I'm still clueless, man.
Okay, he was the captain of a spaceship.
The guy that did the unsolved.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Shatner.
There you go. William Shatner.
Oh my God.
Captain Kirk.
There it is.
Beautiful.
One, it doesn't hurt to take a chance and just call, right?
That's right.
That's what we keep saying. That's all
you're
you
a winner,
do.
buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. Dave will get your phone number. I'll give you a call. We'll get that gift card out to you. Thanks for calling, buddy. Happy Memorial Day. God bless. Have a great weekend. And
we got another call.
Thanks for calling us here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show.
Pop them on.
All right, let's bring them on. Who do we have on the Automotive Edge hotline with us? Hello, caller.
Yo. Hello.
Yes, we got you.
Who do you have with us? Your name? Chris. What's going on today, Chris?
Nothing much. I was calling to guess Ricardo Montalban, but I was wrong.
You're wrong, but I tell you what, I've got another gift card. You want to play along with another one?
Yeah, why not?
Because there's no losers on the show. There's only winners, right?
That's right.
What is the best-selling car of all time? The best-selling car of all time. And let me help you. It's not the Ford F-150, although it's been the best-selling truck for 49 years. What is the best-selling car all time?
The Camry or the Corolla?
Boom. It's the Toyota Corolla. Good job.
Beautiful.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Nice.
There you go. You call in and you win. I'm going to go ahead and put you on hold. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. God bless you. Don't hang up. Dave will get your information. I'll give you a call. We'll get you out a gift card.
All right. Thanks for tuning in and calling.
We got another call.
All right. We're on a roll.
There we go.
Got another call.
Got another call.
Yeah.
I'm out of questions. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. All right. Do we have time? Yeah, we got time.
You've got about a minute and a half.
Okay, let's go to the Automotive Edge hotline. Who do we have calling in today? Hello, caller. Hello?
They dropped. We got another one.
Okay. Who do we have joining us here on the Automotive Edge hotline?
Hey, this is Sylvia.
Sylvia, how are you today?
I'm fabulous. Thank you, sir.
Did you call to play a little trivia?
1 minute.
Sure did to attempt.
Okay, super. Okay, here's the question. Are you ready?
Uh-huh. I'm ready.
Okay. What was the twin car to the Ford Escort? You had the Ford Escort, and then you had the Mercury what? That was the twin to the Ford Escort.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to help you. Because we only got a few seconds. What's short for Robert? No, I'm going to help you here. What's short for Robert?
Rob.
Bob. Okay, and what's opposite of a dog?
Bob. Go ahead.
A cat. So put those together. What is it?
Oh, Bobcat.
Hang on the line.
Yeah, don't hang up, Dave. We'll get your number. We'll get you out a gift card. God bless. Have a great weekend.
Hi, this is Pharmacist Ray Solano with your PD Live.
The Automotive Ed Radio Show.
How about that? That's funny. That's cool.
That was great.
Yeah, we got them rocking now, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Now they know they can win by just calling in, helping them win anyway. And people get to know the answers to the questions too. So that's a win-win across the board.
Yep.
So, but we have one question that's yet to be answered. The ultimate question of the day.
We got to go back there. Now here goes my mind again. I'm going.
Well,
I promise you, I'm going to have that answer next week.
Charles said, I think somebody said that AI just put it was Lawrence Welk. I don't think anybody went to him for financial gain, although he was very financially successful. That's crazy, man. I don't know. There's been names everywhere.
Let me see if I can find it.
All right. Try it one more time. Maybe if you talk to Google instead of trying to type it, ask it the question the way you want to ask it. But there you go. There you go. 11:45 here Central Time here in North Dallas. And if you're somewhere else, I know that in Florida, it's probably 12:45. California, I believe, would be 9:45. So if you're out and about those areas, we appreciate you tuning in and have a great Memorial Day weekend popping up. Moving into the summertime, getting close. We're still kind of in the springtime here in North Texas, which we're happy about because we get plenty of summer, probably all the way into September. So it's nice to have what we can have for a while. And Charlie Davis, you have a great weekend too, brother. Be safe out there and just enjoy the weekend the best you can. Art says, I talk to Google all the time. It only lasts. That's pretty true. Thank you, Art, for that information because that's true. Yeah, we have a stumped question here, and I'm not even sure that it really even exists now that I'm thinking about it even longer.
Jeez,
If you would think if it's somebody that popular, they'd be popping up right off the bat. But it's not happening.
You're up.
We're up.
Wow. Well, not Nate. Starts with an N. I'm telling you, it starts with an N. I know it does. I'm close. I'm telling you, I'll figure this out. Hey, I want to thank everybody for playing along with the trivia. We're going to do that again soon.
Oh, it's awesome. Fantastic.
You can't lose. We only have winners on the radio show.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, if you have an automotive need, go to theautomotiveedge.com. That's theautomotiveedge.com. All you got to do is leave me your name and number. I'll give you a phone call. And like Ronnie Swain with his great question last week about how does payload work with a car? How does towing work with a truck? All of this stuff. And save some people from buying the wrong truck. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. If it's something you want to know, it's important. My dad used to say, where'd you come up with such a dumb question? And he used to say, every dumb question has a dumb answer. I never understood that. That's why I always got backhanded, because I was the why guy. There is no such thing as a dumb question. Or, hey, I got a stupid question. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's something
I ask him all the
know.
time right here on the show.
Bo's different. He's special. But there is no such thing. And remember, my help is free. And all that I ask back is a handshake, hug, and definitely a prayer, because we all need prayer. We need God in our lives. We need more God. We need more Jesus in our heart and soul. We need more forgiveness in the world. We need more understanding. And we need to quit letting the politicians of this government influence us with so much baloney. You know, when you go to the Bible, the word is true. And that's where we need to have our focus. And we need to be praying for these people that are ripping us off with hundreds of millions of dollars and all the phony stuff that's going in the people that we elected to help us out. And for all the craziness that's going on in the world, that we need to really get our kids into the Word. We need to be praying over our kids, praying for one another, spending time with one another.
Teach them respect.
Turn off those cell phones.
Which is really important.
Yeah. I grew up where my dad was manners and respect was paramount.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you put women on a pedestal and you leave them there. And I'm telling you, when our girlfriends would come over, he'd say, if my son acts up in any way, even my wife, he said, if Kurt messes up, you call me. My dad did not play when it came to manners and respect. And you get that through interaction. Talk to one another. Have conversations. Yeah, we have fun on our cell phones, Googling and looking things up and whatever the case may be. But let's spend the time with one another in conversation. And grandmas and grandpas, tell your kids to tell their kids to turn off those stinking phones while you're at the dinner table. Because the information that we share with one another is what we believe in and what we understand and what we know. And then we go to the Word for the right answers, not all these networks and the internet and everything that are poisoning our children and giving our children false hope and false information. If we stick with the Word, we stay grounded, we teach respect and manners. What's given is gained. What's learned is understood. This world is going to be just so much better. These new generations, they call them Gen X, Gen Z, or whatever, are really moving to the Word to find the truth, which is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The church we go to, they had over 700 kids at Elevate. 700 between all the churches, like 2,800 kids at Elevate. They could have been doing anything, playing video games. Wrong. They chose the right path. So, for me, on this Memorial Day, as we're thanking all of the soldiers that gave their lives for this country. They stood up for what they believed in and what they felt was right. Teach that to your kids. Why they have the freedom and why they have a bicycle or a cell phone or they're able to run around and do the things that they do is because of the sacrifices that were made that they don't even know about, that they never heard about. And why not open up a history book and say, do you know why you have all the privileges that you have? Why you have all the things that you have and why we're able to get in our car and go places and do what we want to do? It's because of the sacrifices that were made. So if you see somebody in the military, thank them. Have more respect for our police officers. Have more respect for the military. You see them in the airport, thank them. You see them in a restaurant, pick up their meal. Pick up their meal. All these enlisted people, they don't make a lot of money. Serving our country, ready to go to war for our country. Thank them. It's just paramount. My dad was in the military and the Air Force. So was my uncle. I have a lot of friends. My cousin Steve, who served in the military. I've got a bunch of people that are now in the reserves that I know well. This is something that we shouldn't take lightly, and it shouldn't take death for recognition. But this is a day where we do, for the ones that just weren't killed in battle, but just lived their lives and served in the military. So it's that time to connect and talk and have that conversation.
And that's the whole thing, is that we forget about those things. We get real busy in our life, and day in and day out, go, this and going, got to get this done, go. And we just forget about what the sacrifices have done to put this country in a place to where we can even be on the radio talking about what we're doing to help you, to walk freely about. There's so many countries out there that don't even come close to the freedoms we have in this country, and it's because of what the sacrifices that have been paid. And we want to make sure that we honor that and make sure that we remember that, and most importantly, pass these things down to these kiddos, because they have no clue. A lot of them don't. And there's a lot of expectations out there, a lot of just, hey, this is the way it always been or the way it always will be. And that's not true.
Yep.
You got to make sure that they understand those things, that it's important that they know the history of this country and what it's founded on God, the number one thing. That's what it's founded on. And that's one of the reasons why we're free like we are, is because of that.
What does it say on the coins?
In God we trust.
That's right.
And that's the number one foundational thing why America is so strong, is that right there.
That's right. Don't let it be taken away. Learn, and have conversations. Have conversations. Let these kids sit with some military people and hear the story.
Great idea.
Open up a book and just
Yes.
have them understand. And you know what? Get them involved. Instead of just giving them a bicycle or giving them this, I tell you what, why don't you do a little research and come back and tell me what you found and reward them for spending. You're going to find my son got involved in learning about the military, and man, he could put it down. He was from Victory at Sea with Peter Graves to the Current, and all my son wanted. He is one of the special lights in my life. Every year for Christmas, we would say, "What do you want for Christmas?" You know what he said?
He would say that I want peace in the world.
Yeah, world peace.
World peace.
And so we finally found T-shirts on sale or online that said "World Peace," and it just tickled him to death that he finally got his T-shirts that said "World Peace." I'm not looking for a pat on the back; it's just the way he was wired and things that we endorsed that he was interested in. Going, hey, well, let's check that out.
And, the Hands Across America is something we should be doing every day, not just, one time in our lifetime that's what we did, or even
wait till things get bad to do something.
Yeah, exactly. And we do that too often, and we regret things when somebody passes. And one thing I want to say is I want to send a shout out and a blessing to the Bush family that lost one of those special drivers for NASCAR that just passed at 41 years old. What a sad story, but it's things happen. And we don't want to where you regret that you didn't do something or say something, because we never know.
Right.
And just remember those kind of things out there, and the world will be a better place. Your neighborhood will be a better place, and your family will be a better place.
Remember, if we play the game of Red Rover in life and we all join together, things are going to get through. We're going to have problems. We're going to have issues, but then we join tighter. And so when bad things come along, they're so much easier to deal with because we're close. And that's what I've told all my siblings. My mom's in hospice. She doesn't have much more time with us, but the closer we are, the easier it is to deal with these situations. And then you have celebrations while you're grieving, but there's still so much more celebrating because of what you took care of before these situations arrived. So with that, remember, for all your automotive needs, go to theautomotiveedge.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It will go out next Wednesday, and you don't have to get the verification anymore. We changed the whole thing. Once you sign up, you're going to get a little thing saying, hey, thank you for signing up for the newsletter, and be sure to check your spam. We had a bunch of people that went in their spam on the last one, found it, and we have the newsletter, last edition, on the Automotive Edge website, but sign up for it, and we give you updated information on what's hot, what's not, what's coming out, what's going away. And a lot of people are going, hey, we heard they're discontinuing all these models for next year. Does that mean I shouldn't buy them? And I went, it's different times. It's not going to hurt to buy it, because it's going to become a used car, and it's going to become valuable to the next dealer that you go to trade it in with. So remember that. Years and years and years ago, when they discontinued something, nobody really wanted, nobody really cared, or a new model would come out and it would depreciate the last one because they would say, well, that's the old body style. Those days are gone. They're over. They're in the past. They carry no meaning because everybody wants it. So remember, turn off those electronics, get reconnected, tell that person you love them. Remember, forgiveness. Put forgiveness in your heart. God bless. Have a great and safe Memorial Day weekend.
And don't forget that we'll be back next Saturday morning at 9 a.m. here on 100.7 FM, The Word. What do you call it? Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say here at the last minute, but we love you. Don't have a great Memorial Day weekend and eat as many hot dogs as you can.
Dave, thanks, buddy. You're the best.
See you, buddy.
Thanks.
Syndication.
All right, y'all. That's fun.
I couldn't think of the word I was trying to say. I couldn't think of syndication. Bye. Anyway, we're out. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see y'all next Saturday morning at 9 a.m.